All in audio experience.
All right. Yo, what's up, everybody? It's the All In Audio Experience, man. It's your boy Jordan here. And
Trent is in the building. Let's go. We got a great episode today.
yes, sir, we do. We got a lot on the docket, but before we go there, I got to introduce these boys. I got my boy Jamar Carter here. And my boy Elijah Thompson in the building. What's up with y'all boys?
Yo.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, Grand.
Not entertained.
Hey, that's the Carter Foundation for you right there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So this is a collab episode, man. We're gonna get into a lot of stuff. Are y'all repping the brand today, or are y'all coming as individuals? Let me know.
I mean, since we here like this, we might as well go on and rep the
You know what
brand.
I'm saying? So
You
yeah,
know,
it's big RTG all in collab on this one. So shout out to them boys at the Road to Greatness podcast, man. Glad y'all could, pop in with us.
nah, we appreciate that. You already know RTG supports and loves our brothers on the all in side. You already know how it go. Hey man, pleasure to be here.
For
Yes,
sure.
sir.
Trent, what we got on the schedule today? Because it's a good night.
Yeah. So look, we got a few topics we want to discuss. We're gonna get into some crypto. We're gonna get into some stock market. What's happening after the election? That was man, there was a lot weighing on people on this election. I would like to also talk about that. Tap in on that just a
Hey,
tad.
okay. Talk to the masses. Yeah.
Then we gonna get into this Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight. Um, is it real? Is it fake? Hey, we gonna see tonight. Now, then we gonna get into some power rankings as well for the NFL because we love some football. So
Right.
Like
yeah,
that. Like that. All right, man. So we can hop right into it, man. Before I go straight to the crypto, y'all got any world news, anything y'all want to talk about, anything y'all want to shout out?
Yeah, I definitely just have one or two things to say.
Go
If I
ahead, get it off your chest. I can see it.
I
All
got 2 seconds, you know what I'm saying? So I'll just say this, man. For anybody that's watching, that recently watched the election and keeping up with the news as far as America, I'm gonna just say I know there's a lot of like stress and like, oh my God, is the world gonna blow up any second? I don't think it is, and I just want to encourage people to stay calm and make the main thing the main thing. So, but that's just my little commentary on it. I don't know how everybody else feel.
right. Okay.
oh yeah, for
Uh,
sure.
Any other PSAs?
I mean, people didn't want Trump to win. I think. I mean, I don't know, bro. This I have my own thoughts about this whole politics thing.
We ain't got to get too political tonight. We could talk about the aftermath and how to
Yeah,
um
yeah,
capitalize
yeah.
off the situation we are in because we ain't got to get too political tonight.
Oh
So
yeah, yeah,
one
definitely.
one way I feel like I noticed immediately, and I think we all did, crypto took a boom right after he was elected. One of the main reasons is because uh Donald Trump is a big proponent of deregulation of the crypto market, decentralization, and that is one of the main things that make Bitcoin, Ethereum, all those cryptocurrencies
Hmm.
so relevant and powerful is that they aren't as regulated as money is.
Yeah,
People can do more things with them without the government putting their hands in the pot. And Donald Trump is been letting everybody know, yo, I'm pushing crypto. Currently, I think the U.S. owns, I can't remember if it's 20 billion or 20 trillion, but they have a large Bitcoin reserve. They own a lot of Ethereum as well, which is a good thing for crypto. Because you want it bought up. You want the U.S. government to hold a lot of it, to legitimize it. What else have y'all been seeing about crypto? Any personal experiences?
Man,
I I personally just think that crypto. Um, I feel like everything is changing rapidly, and we have to give it a little time. My question for you, Jordan, if you don't mind me asking, is: do you
So,
think crypto is going to be going up from now on continuously, or do you feel like it's a short break that we're getting right now, where you can make some money, you know.
So right now it's in the boom. Trent's gonna bring up what the stock market's doing right now. So in my last 5 years, when I really got into investing in stocks and in crypto, from the behavior I've seen before, crypto is on the boom right now. So like if you go into the grocery store or you going not the grocery store, if you go into electronics store and you hear the new PS5 is hot and it's like $600 right now, and you don't need it right now, you probably gonna wait till the price come down. Um,
Yeah, I feel that.
so what's happening right now is the boom is kind of happening because it's kind of too late. It's kind of late to start to try to grab something when it's hot and it's in the news and stuff.
Right.
I would say, my personal opinion, because you don't want to wait too long because it's not gonna come down, come down. It's not gonna shoot back down past probably
Right.
6,000 again. But you probably want to wait to see how high this thing booms up and then the market correction that happens typically, because I believe it's gonna go past 100,000
Oh
and it
wow.
might market correct to 90. It might market correct to 100. I can't predict the future, but I say grab it when it hits the market correction, and that might happen in a year from now, 6 months from now. But what it's doing right now, if you didn't have some already, um, it's kind of hard to get in there. But getting in there at any time is beneficial because you want to have some Bitcoin and Ethereum in your portfolio. So
Right.
I'm not a big proponent of waiting, but if you're sitting here listening to this today, there's not really a problem with you letting this initial wave happen and then waiting for the market correction because you're gonna get it somewhere between I say 88 and 100 right now. You're not gonna see it probably hit back down to 80 anytime soon. I say if you're getting into crypto right now, my biggest proponent is just to make sure you either get Bitcoin or Ethereum. Get a big dog. Don't like be. That's one thing I did wrong was like I tried to get really cute. I was just researching a lot of different cryptos and trying to figure out like which ones I thought were interesting and cool. Just look at it like go ahead get you LeBron or a Steph Curry. Don't worry about trying to like look in between the lines and get you a Doge or a Shiba. If you just want to get you a good asset, just go ahead buy you some Bitcoin, some Ethereum, and have that in your portfolio.
I feel like it's proven year after year, every 5 to 6 years for real, that people who put into Bitcoin, no matter what season you put in,
Yeah.
you're going to win. You know, me and you talking recently about our personal Bitcoin, experiences. You know, we're seeing gain, and it's only going up. So I think I agree with that, bro. I think people are silly if they're not putting some kind of money into
Yeah.
Bitcoin, especially no Cash App can do micro, buy-ins or whatever. So
Yeah. So
yeah,
yeah, go ahead put some type of money in. If you listening to this and you ain't put no money in yet, you don't got to put your whole little savings pot in there now. But like out of $300, say go ahead put your first 50 in today and like learn kind of like and just keep your eye on it, kind of learn how the ebbs and flows of it go, and that'll probably help you know when to try to get it on the lower side because it's gonna dip to a certain extent, but I doubt it's gonna go past like I doubt it's gonna go past 80 again, but I really doubt it's gonna go past 70 or 60 again.
right.
So my
I
my
feel that.
or my question about it is though is like it's crazy how we don't see type of numbers in a stock market, which is completely different. It's a whole new game.
Mhm.
Um, you got Ethereum, which is a fraction of the cost. Um, there's others out there. I don't know about trusting everything out there, like Jordan said, but you know, there's going to be another opportunity or another cryptocurrency that's going to hit at some point, and we gotta kind of keep our eyes open to that opportunity too, because Bitcoin is at a crazy point where a lot of us, yeah, you gonna make some gains, but hopefully we can find another one that we can really, make super gains off of and have a lot of longevity in it too.
That's an
Right.
excellent point. Bitcoin is at the point now where it's already Drake. It's already mainstream enough where you're not gonna get rich off of Bitcoin. honestly, right now, we're getting in on Bitcoin to diversify your portfolio and not get left behind. The gold rush already happened on Bitcoin before we even really had a chance. It was more of 2013 to 2017. If you didn't really get in, and we was all young enough to where like we really didn't even have the money or the knowledge to really hop in.
We couldn't insert ourselves into
Yeah.
that.
So like Trent said, we definitely have to keep our eyes out for the next major player. It's gonna require some risk. I'm
Well,
not
it
gonna lie.
seems like the way you describe Trump's position on this, which I don't know if he has the same exact position now, but it seems like they might try to get rid of it. They might. I mean, is that even a possibility?
I highly doubt it. That's why I was saying the US government owns a lot of Bitcoin now.
Mm,
First acquired it. I don't know if you guys heard of Silk Road. It was a
right.
black market website that was a big it was a
Yeah.
big online thing that they basically in shutting the website and stuff like that, they confiscated a lot of Bitcoin. That's where they got a majority of
Mm,
their start in the Bitcoin thing. And then overseeing how big it got, they started acquiring some because it was a major asset. And that's important because once governments start acquiring it, it starts to legitimize it and having them have skin in the game basically. They're invested in Bitcoin maintaining its value.
right.
So I don't see even if Kamala Harris was president, she would have an investment in Bitcoin too, just for the sake of the financial like structure of America. So
Hmm.
it's one of those things that, but that also is kind of the reason Bitcoin's about to have a supply. There's going to be there's only so much Bitcoin. It's not like money where they can keep printing it. Once it's out, it's out. So that is going to be the window for like another crypto to start pushing in and becoming like if Bitcoin's Michael Jordan, that'll make an opportunity window for another Bitcoin to come in and be LeBron.
So,
I'm hoping Ethereum. It may or may not be.
I think that people should just capitalize on the moment, when it comes to that whole Bitcoin thing. That's really what it is. You gotta capitalize where it's hot. And I think the people who invested in like first in the beginning are the people who are like really like getting the benefits from it. So
right.
saying so.
I got another question for you, Jordan.
What's up, brother?
Um, so was NFTs a fad? Was it a finesse? Was it a scam? Was it a fugazi? What was NFTs? Is it still legit? I mean, what
So
do you feel about it right now?
the it in the true sense, it was a fad. It was a trend. The technology behind NFTs is very real. Blockchain technology.
Hmm.
The thing about NFTs is kind of the same thing you have with high art. Um, it's only as valuable as the person that wants to pay for it. So when it became a trend is when it became popular and people were just making NFTs for the sake of like getting people to buy in. Like, yo, I got this cool NFT, get in now, and people are buying it off of FOMO. They don't want to miss out on the next hot thing. So
So could you argue that that is 2013 through 2017 Bitcoin?
no, because the difference between Bitcoin and NFTs was like there was way more tangible value with Bitcoin. Bitcoin has blockchain technology, but also it has um the use case. It actually has a use. NFTs, its value really came from just like art, like it's like the value of art, like
Right.
appreciate, but it doesn't even have the same value as like music because music we can track streams, we can people want to listen to it on a regular basis. People connect with the music so much they'll even travel to another state to go watch
Right.
the artist and pay for a ticket. So we can actually turn that into revenue. NFTs, there was never an actual way to get revenue through it, and people use it and value it outside of just buying it and then having it, if that makes sense.
Well, okay. And the reason why I asked is because people like Tory Lanez dropped a whole project under an NFT.
Mhm.
Uh,
I didn't know that.
yeah, he dropped a project that was an NFT.
Mm.
So, I mean, I don't know. It kind of, I don't know if we should dismiss it completely, because let's just say there are NFTs that was sold 3-4 years ago that it might take 5 to 10 years for it to be valuable. Maybe the Young Thug NFTs that everybody had. Maybe Young Thug. What if Young Thug did go to jail? What if he did die? What if he died in prison? Maybe those NFTs would have meant a lot more. So I don't know. I don't know if it's completely a scam or if it's more of a we gotta wait and see.
That's why I'm saying, in the sense of it was a fad, yes, but I'm not gonna dismiss it like you said, and I agree with you because maybe people just haven't figured out how to derive value from it and turn it into a profit consistently yet. That's really all I'm saying, is that they haven't really figured it out yet.
There's a gap in the technology for sure, and I'll even say this too. I don't know if people are aware of this right now, but their NFTs developed more recently to virtual reality real estate.
Yeah.
So everybody's going towards virtual reality, and now it's to the point where you can own a conference building in the blockchain, and if you want to have your conference virtual, you can rent out this space in the blockchain, and it'll be set up perfectly for like conferences and things like that. And so I think as it develops more and more, I believe NFTs will start to be things like physical spaces in VR and things like that. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, man. I just think it's gonna be, you know, I think it's something that we got to keep our eye on and not necessarily dismiss all the way, but definitely don't go and crash out and spend $10,000 on NFTs either.
And that's really it, is keeping your eye on it and not getting too caught up in what's on the news. Like when I was just trying out crypto, I tried out the board. I know y'all remember the board ape, not board ape, that's Bape.
No, Bored Ape, yeah.
That's the one, that NFT like wave. And that was like a celebrity one. Typically I'll say this: if you see a bunch of celebrities kind of on it, that's
They,
typically somebody that's created a crypto and are paying celebrities to endorse it or turning it into like a cool kids club. And
which that is illegal now, by the way. I don't know if people are aware of that, but you can't. Aiden Ross got in trouble for that. He
oh,
he went stream and was like, "Yo, this is the Bitcoin." Or no, he said this is the NFT that you should get into. And like I said, it ended up being a scam, and so I think he got into some legal trouble because of that.
okay.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's
man.
the thing people do.
So
Yeah.
Man, Trent, tell us what's going on with the stocks though.
Oh man, so it was a crazy boom. I don't know. So my girl loves Kava. Kava is one of those stocks. It's very similar. The style is very similar to Chipotle, but basically, I know I had some Kava and made some significant gains. Maybe this was Wednesday or Tuesday, something like that. And then, Thursday and Friday has been a lot of red I've been seeing on the chart. So um, I'm trying to figure out what's actually happening. Reasoning. First, I was thinking, everybody is so happy about Trump being in office, or at least the people in the stock market. But I don't know. Now things are kind of crashing out, so it could also be due to corrections as well, because things are pretty high in general. But that's kind of what's going on and what I have on that.
I know in connection with I think some of the campaigns, but I know 'cause there was a lot of billionaires back in the Harris side. A lot of the I know like Elon was backing Trump, but a lot of the major I think like the Apples, a lot of those major CEOs were backing the Harris side. So I think there was a market correction, or not even a market correction, a market shift based on some lower like some of the CEOs at the top that were opposed to Trump. I think there was some people saying some of the shifts for some of those companies, like if your CEO was like against Trump, maybe like their stock shifted a little bit. But I
Mm.
think in total, I think Trump is pushing for lowering corporate taxes. So I mean,
Right.
in theory, I'm thinking that should push some of the stocks, like in a positive direction over the next 4 years. That's not enough to shift the whole market, but
I mean, I don't know, man. I'll say this on the ground. I can't speak for stocks and like what's going up, what's going down, but on the ground, bro, there's a lot of people who are shifting alliances. I think corporations are the sneakiest people because they shift depending on who their master is. So they hate Trump because the Democrats are the presidents right now, are the president right now. But as soon as that shifts, now they love Trump. And I think you gotta, you kind of have to watch that element to it too. There's like a social element to it. And I don't know, man. I don't know. I really believe that this Trump becoming president is going to affect every inch of society as an American. Um, I do. I think financially, I don't know for good or for bad because sometimes, elections have consequences. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it isn't always positive in the beginning, but I just know that if you have a bunch of money in a stock already, um, depending on if that stock is in alignment with Trump's policies, I guess, so to speak, and his tax credits and all these other things that he's trying to get rid of. He's trying to get rid of electrical vehicle tax credits and things like that. If you had an EV electrical vehicle tax credit, your company might be doing bad in this next season because Trump's trying to get rid of that. So, I feel like you have to watch what companies are aligned with Trump's new policies. And it'd probably be smart to either invest in those or keep, your stocks in those and kind of, I'm not saying sell the other stocks, but at least be cautious that there might be some dips because of these new, tax credits that he's trying to bring in.
Yeah, and it's always like, invest in what you're confident in. If you feel like, you're not going to be investing in something over 5 years, then, I mean, yeah, of course, you're going to be kind of hurting right now because you see a lot of dips. You're going
Right.
to be scared. But if you're investing in things that you believe in, then, don't worry too much and be fine.
yeah. One sticky thing, Jamal. But I agree with what Trent said. Value invest. You grab something you think is going to be good for us. It'll survive the dips. You know what I'm saying? If it's a good quality company, it'll make it through multiple presidential elections. But on the other tip,
What's a company like that though?
we say
What's a company like that? Doesn't matter what president, doesn't matter Democrat, Republican, a stand against the time type of company. What
I mean,
company?
you can look at the All Stars right now. I mean, obviously it's Microsoft. Since we've been kids, Microsoft has been on every school computer. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Google, another major player since we were children.
Do these companies, because they do stand tall, but do these companies have growth though? Have they not? Go ahead.
They are they have all these companies that I just mentioned though have reached the point of they are the Ford of the last generation. So they are minimal growth companies because they're already so big. Like
Right.
when you talk about Google, Amazon, Microsoft, Apple, these companies are bigger than countries. Their market cap is bigger than France or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like they literally are responsible for more money than countries. So it's
Right.
harder for them to get bigger because at the end of the day, once you got like 7 major giants,
Right.
if they see Facebook getting too big, Google, Amazon, and people gonna be like, "Hey, yo, we need to do something." We over there doing too. The other 6 giants are gonna come and put some regulation down to handle that. So
Right.
their growth is kind of like Bitcoin, how we were talking earlier. It's kind of late to get rich off of Apple. You're not gonna get rich off of Apple in 2024. But going back to what I was, I'm losing my train of thought. Oh, but what I'm saying, if you find companies like Kava, if
Right.
you look at their, first of all, look at their financials, see if they're actually like have a good profit margin. If you experience like the actual company, like they're a quality company, they make a quality product, then that's a good sign that they're going to be around. If they financially look healthy and you know the product and you're like, this is a quality product and it's been quality for the last 2 or 3 years, you know what I'm saying? That's a stock you might want to invest in because you see it as a quality company. And that doesn't have to be one of the top, you know what I'm saying? That can be a Kyle or it can be um Nvidia, and technically now Nvidia's kind of pushed past that.
Nvidia, yeah, it's definitely becoming a Microsoft for sure.
It's a big dog now, and now we might see. I'm sure the behind the scenes, there's wars happening right now where Amazon, Microsoft, yada yada yada, are trying to humble Nvidia. Like, yo, all right, bro, like you up here not with us, but
Right.
staying here is the game, and we not gonna just let you get
Right.
bigger than us. We gonna
Which
find a way to even the playing field because
when
right
you
now Nvidia has a they have a competitive advantage with their semiconductors. Right now they have like the smallest semiconductors. It's like between them and like the other major players like AMD, they have the best technology right now in their field, and so they have a lead in the AI race, and that's a whole nother conversation. But going back to
right.
what you said, finding a quality company and investing in that will safeguard you from like presidency.
So Trent, if you don't mind me asking, what do people feel about high volatile but also highly successful stocks like Tesla, SpaceX? How do we feel about that? You know, he's volatile because he supported Trump openly. He smoked weed on the Joe Rogan podcast. You know what I'm saying? He's
Yeah.
volatile because he could get disbarred. I think I just saw something today. They're trying to disbar him from being able to have government contracts. But it's like, how do we feel about companies like SpaceX and Tesla and I think Neuralink and and all these kind of these Elon Musk companies that we know will be successful, but will it last forever?
Yeah. With that in mind, I think if you already have that kind of thought process about whatever company it is, then for me personally, if I'm going to put money in there, I'm putting money in and I'm taking profit. I'm taking gains soon after. It's not for me personally. Like I got money in Apple, a few others. Like I don't care what happened with the market. It's
Mm.
staying. So I am definitely somebody that I don't have any investment in Tesla, SpaceX. If I'm gonna go for an EV company or I'm gonna go for like a defense or space company, I'm gonna go more to Lockheed or
Okay, okay, because those are you see longevity with those companies for sure.
yeah, for sure. They do the best in their space. Tesla was doing the best in its space in EVs. Now we have a lot of other companies
Right. They finally caught up.
in the
But
game.
y'all see what Jamar said earlier, what Elon pushed Trump to do. He said he's getting rid of the tax credits. Who does that hurt? It hurts small EV companies. It
Yeah,
doesn't hurt Tesla, who already has the market advantage. And
Wait, there's small EV companies? I
yeah,
thought I thought it was more like, if you Ford, Toyota, companies that were already established. They just opened up EV departments. I didn't realize that there were actually car companies that were doing EV that were more smaller.
so there's like the Rivians and even smaller ones we were talking about the other day. But there's small EV companies that are completely separate that are making better EVs than the some of the long time like um some of the like the long time guys like Ford is just shit out of luck. ASOL. Ford is not even Tesla's not worried about Ford. Ford is surviving off of trucks and Mustangs.
Right, right.
Their EV department is not worrying. And there are some that have like quality EVs, but Elon is worried more about the small EV makers like a Rivian and BYD, the company that's doing major numbers in China, and that's why things like getting rid of those tax credits hurts the small EV companies, and then putting up tariffs to keep BYD out is kind of knocking them back, keeping them off Tesla's back for a while. So Elon's playing chess. Elon's playing chess for sure.
Yeah.
Eli, I had a question for you, brother.
Okay.
Hit me.
Yeah, man, you over there a little too quiet for me, bro. Tell me, bro, give me 3 stocks that you would invest in today, bro.
Apple, Google, and give me be Microsoft.
Okay. Why you said Apple so quick?
Huh?
Why you said
Apple.
Apple so quick?
We said
I said, why you said Apple so quick, man?
man. Isn't Apple part of what, the S&P 500? Isn't that part of the
Yeah, it's probably at the top of that thing.
right? So for me, I just look at what's in the S&P 500 and there. So those are the main stocks on, but I know Apple is one of them. Also, well, because I see Apple just being a part of our society, like for for decades.
Right.
Well, Google as well. Especially because Google, with the whole AI stuff going on too. Yeah, man. So, and yeah, I'd say yeah. I have faith that Apple gonna stick for quite some time. So I really just look at that, man. I don't know too much about some of like the nitty gritty of the stocks because I never invested in Bitcoin before. Obviously I got it, and but that was kind of, I didn't have money to like really capitalize on it, and because of that, I never truly like tried to explore that territory. But I do study investments, index funds. I do look at the S&P 500. Like I noticed, like when they was doing the election, they kept showing that graph of like how the stock market was. I thought it was kind of interesting. So, but yeah, man, I'm right now. I'm listening to y'all guys. I'm learning of some things I never even knew about. So,
Okay.
ears open. But
Yeah.
yeah,
You just go ahead and lock in with crypto because one good thing about it is a lower like barrier to get. Just because you don't need $100 like a stock first, like you would for certain stocks, you can get in on Bitcoin and some of the top dogs with like $15. You know what I'm saying? Put $10 towards that thing. It don't take too much to get in there. And I think some platforms do offer micro. Like, can't you get fractions of stocks on certain platforms?
don't Cash App do something like that? I think Cash App has something like that where you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, cash
Yeah.
out.
Oh, where do you buy your stock, Jordan?
Stocks, I use E-Trade. I use E-Trade.
Okay, got
And you can get free. Like,
so
you don't charge a brokerage fee or nothing like that.
you don't use Cash App or anything like that?
Not for my stocks or anything. For I bought I get stocks on E-Trade and then I use Coinbase as an exchange because they have a pretty good amount of selection. Certain coins, but honestly you shouldn't if it's not on Coinbase, you shouldn't be buying it. But certain coins you can't get on every stock every exchange. But I go to Coinbase to get my crypto and I put it some of it I leave it on Coinbase, but then some of it I put it in a wallet. Um, we could do a whole like pod on like the nitty gritty of buying crypto, but um, if you go get this into it, you probably want to get a wallet, and they have a hot wallet and a cold wallet. The cold wallet is a looks like a USB drive, but it's a place where you send your crypto, you send it from the exchange to your cold wallet, which is a physical wallet in the world in IRL type shit.
Is that what ledgers are?
Yeah, that's a ledger. So yeah, I have a ledger. And then a cold wallet or a hot wallet is a ledger just on the computer though.
Right, but that's easier to lose access to, right? Because if
Um
you have to like write a code down, and if you lose the code, you're forever locked out of your
yeah, I
crypto.
mean it's pretty easy to lose access to either one.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know your code, you have that
Well, in
code.
my you could go get
Um,
the deposit box and put your ledger in there, and you get what I'm saying, or get
but
a
I'm
vault.
saying if you lose the code to your the cold the thing about having the cold wallet, the ledger in real life, it's safer because it's not connected to the internet when you know what I'm saying at all times. Hot
Okay.
wallet's always connected to the internet. But you can lose the code to the cold ledger too. That's not really a reason to buy it because if you it's the same way. If you don't have the code for the cold ledger, you can't get into it. Like it has a code that when you pop it open,
So,
Right.
a
Okay.
question: Can you link those two?
link the cold wallet to the hot wallet.
Yeah, is that a thing? Or?
You can send money. I don't want to say what's wrong. I think you can send money from the hot wallet to a cold wallet, but I think you would need an exchange as the mediator. So either way, yes, you can get your money from one to the other. The only thing about that is they have these things called gas fees. I love Ethereum. Ethereum is my favorite crypto. The only thing I hate about Ethereum is that it has high as shit gas fees. So when you buy, and that's why I still have some of my crypto on the exchange. When you buy crypto, there's a fee for buying crypto.
Hold on. Is
There's
that
also
through platform, or is that through? That has to be through the platform you're buying and selling from, right?
yes. There's certain ones that don't have fees.
Okay.
But level of security is um from exchange to exchange is a different level of security. So just keep that in mind. Going back to what I said, but once you pay the fee, which is not a bad fee, but you pay a little a fee for getting your crypto off of Coinbase, buying it from you know what I'm saying, from the blockchain, getting it through Coinbase, you pay a fee. You have it, it's on the exchange though. If you want to get that to your cold wallet, there's this thing called gas fees, and it's the price of moving the crypto. Gas fees, bro. I think I moved like I think one time I moved like $400, man. That thing cost like $14 to move it into my wallet.
I mean, it's not that bad when you're thinking about big numbers. You know, people who got $20,000 of Bitcoin, I mean, of certain coins, and they're
Yeah,
trying to,
but
well,
gas fees vary.
could,
Gas fees vary, and when you're trying to make a profit, $14 is a lot because you got to think about it. A good profit on any type of investment, if you get a 14% profit on an investment, that's pretty good. The S&P 500, I think over 10 years, a good profit is like 13%.
right.
You got to remember your margins. So $14 on one transaction, that's a lot of money in the grand scheme of things when you're trying to make a profit off your investments. Yes, investments do way more once you get to the big numbers, but until you get there, you got to be mindful because every dollar counts. That's why, like, it's really hard to get to $100,000. Like financial gurus will tell you, your first 100,000 is a bitch to make. Once you
Right.
get past that, it starts to get easier because the compounding effect takes place. Like think about it like this: 1 to 100,000 is 100, or it's like 100x or whatever.
Right.
Trent math, but like 100,000 to 10 or 100,000 to a million is like what 10x, right?
Yes.
Right.
So you got to think about like it's like the degrees of difficulty from 1 to 100,000 is way harder than 100,000 to a million. It's one of those type of things. So that $14 don't sound like a lot, but like when I was doing my little investments trying to make a profit, I was like, dang, $14 just to get it into my wallet. You just
Right.
killed my little profit.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's just something to keep in mind. Um, but once you start like getting a good amount, you definitely got to move it to a ledger because you don't want to just sit it on the exchange for safety reasons. It's
Okay.
not often, but every once in a while, Coinbase or one of the exchanges have a feature security. You just never know if it could be that person. You know what I'm saying?
Well, and somebody could target you too. You know, it could be I mean, you just never know. Like your computer could get stolen and then hacked, and then next thing you know, they're trying to get into your accounts. I mean, it's just it's better to have something. In my eyes, it's better to have something physical that you can stash away.
Facts. Facts. The cold wallet is the better option for sure. Yeah, man. Anything else y'all want to add before we hop into this boxing?
Oh wait, so that right now is the perfect opportunity to get into Bitcoin
Yes,
crypto.
yes, yes. So I'm always advise for you to get in and not wait.
Yeah.
I would say that's what I'm saying. If you have set aside like $100 to invest, I would say right now try to put in 20 and just start studying how that thing moves because it's shooting up right now. It can stop
Mm,
shooting up tomorrow. It can nobody can really predict that. But what
mm,
typically happens is when we're in like that bull run is what they call it when it's shooting up,
mm.
it really high and then it's gonna have a market correction and come down. You don't want to buy it on the high end, is all I'm saying. So if it's still going up tomorrow, go ahead, throw you a little bit more in. But like don't just throw your whole $100 in right now. But go ahead, get you some.
Also, sprinkle that joker. Like, don't be afraid to find multiple. So I got a question. Would you ever put any money towards a risky stock? Something that you don't know if it's gonna stick around or if it's legit or if it's gonna blow.
No,
Would
not
you
right
ever
now.
put penny stocks type vibes?
Not right now. So what I've learned is that there's levels to this financial game. And one thing I was trying to do is be too cute and too like nerd out on like finding the next big thing as far as any investment, whether it be crypto, stock, whatever. My personal
Right.
plan is pay off as much debt as you can, save $1,000, and then whatever, then start setting aside money. My financial plan. That's what I would do. And then start putting in setting aside of money for investments and then go for safe start with safe investments. That would be like a index fund like a BOO or a BTI. Um,
Mm.
and then get you some like Bitcoin, Ethereum, two of the top dogs, none of the other cryptos. And once you have like started to really have money, you're financially secure. That's when you start getting to you get to get play at level 10 and start looking for like what I'm saying, the underrated boy, the hidden gem. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? That's level 57. We don't need to really worry about that. Right now, we need to pay off high interest debt. Right now, we need to save $1,000. Right now, we need to, what I'm saying, have secure, safe investments that give us a guaranteed return, which are out there. We need to put money down on a mortgage. And once we get all that, now we can play around. You know what I'm saying?
that's
And because that's
Now
it's gambling. What you saying, Trent?
I'm gonna go against Jordan. I'm gonna be on the opposite side. No, I agree with what he's saying, but it's all about can you sleep at night, whatever you're doing too. So if you want to take some risks, hey, that's fine.
Right.
Can you sleep at night knowing that you lost 10 grand or whatever it is,
Right. Right.
you messing around with some penny stocks too.
That
So
that boy said, if you want to roll the dice, roll the dice.
Yeah.
yeah,
And I'm not mad at it. It's more about your risk tolerance, and your experience. Honestly, if you just find yourself making the same mistake, that should be your sign to maybe pivot. But if you making money, like if you found the gym, I really can't be mad at you because you made it work. So you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I
You
think
got to
I think
experience this thing for yourself to a certain extent. That's just my mind
yeah.
off my dreams.
Yeah, and I think that's I really do think it's about your risk tolerance because I will say this, the people who invested in Bitcoin, there was no sign that this was what it was going to be. You know, like and they had nobody knew what it was talking about and they talking about some hitting a million or hitting this or hitting I don't know the numbers exactly how much it's at right now. But the point is
I don't know. I think it's one of those things where if you think this is the next wave, you might want to risk it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Um, I got a question too. Back in the day, the people who invested in Bitcoin, was it if you invested $100, would you have a lot of money right now, or was it more like you had to put 10,000 in at least?
I mean, it depends on how early you got in. If you invested $100 when it first came out, you'd be a
Right.
million.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Ooh,
Yeah.
ooh.
The,
So it
the
sounds
only,
like to me I need to put $100 into every stock out. I mean, every Bitcoin. I mean,
see, and
yeah,
this
you know
was
what I'm
why
trying to say.
Trip playing devil's advocate being funny.
Right,
Like
right.
that's almost like you the same as Powerball Perry, goddamn. Like
Yeah, man.
you
Throw
over there
100
with
in all
Powerball
of them, bro.
Perry.
Yeah,
So
man. Every paycheck, throw 100 in all of them. Hoes.
see,
Oh,
like my thing is, even if you don't take my like financial plan, at least follow the rule, like Trent said, if you can't sleep at night. Basically saying if you don't mind losing that money, don't invest it. Like if you can't burn that $100 and be cool, you shouldn't be investing it, bro.
man, I'm a night owl, bro. I stay up anyways. Let's do it. I'm
Oh,
just, I'm just,
bro.
I'm just talking.
Oh, we, oh,
I'm
we.
just talking, man.
Oh, but I mean, yeah, man. Some of the Bitcoin billionaires, man. I'll say this. I think most of the ones who are billionaires, though, did put at least close to 10 grand in that joint at some point.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I don't. Not everybody did though, and I think those who like put $500 in just because they homeboy said, bro, just trust me, and then they forgot about it. I think they are winners too. Now the people who put the 10K in, they're double winners. They're living lovely right now. But I'll say this, bro. I think uh I feel like the strategy you named, Jordan, is very good when you're trying to think about longevity. But I do feel like you got to break some eggs to make some omelets. And I think that sometimes you have to, you should always have your base investments that are growing over time. Your SP 500s, I mean, SP 500s, and any of the other ETF funds. But at the same time, though, you should have some money. This is my opinion. I feel like you should have some money to play with, man.
Yeah,
You
for
know,
sure. For sure. For
yeah,
sure. You
yeah,
got
like don't be so stiff. You know what I'm saying? Loosen up a little bit.
yeah.
Take your jacket
Yeah.
off. Wow, you know what I'm saying?
I
So
say it the way I do though, because most people I run around or run into aren't even worried about that side. They're more I don't have to tell most people to not be stiff. I have to tell most people to be more disciplined. And
right.
my
You on the
thing
portfolio play.
is you can play, but play after you got the foundation. Play
Yeah,
after you
you on
don't
the
have to go
portfolio
as
play.
long as what I'm saying. You don't have to, but like your plan A shouldn't be Bitcoin millionaire. Your plan A should be I'm getting rid of high interest debt. I'm getting rid of debt and I'm stacking up money consistently.
That's
I'm
my
I'm I'm in a money I'm in a calorie deficit with my money. I got more coming in than I'm spending. Should be financial plan A. And financial plan B is on the weekends. I find me a little crypto, to, throw it to something I find interesting. That should be, what I'm saying? Plan A shouldn't be just got paid. Let me throw $200 off my check to crypto. And then if we got some money at the end of the month, I might pay off this credit card. You know what I'm saying? That's my thing. But for sure, you can't be too stiff. You can't be too stiff. You got to play a little bit.
I agree with that, bro. Especially with the paying off debt. If you pay off your debt, you have more money that you can put into it. You might be able to take more risks, or be willing to take more risks when you're more debt free. So I definitely agree on it. Kind of give me some Dave Ramsey baby step vibes, with some of your
Yes, sir. I'm with the Dave Ramsey boy. I like Dave. I'm
Dave.
telling you, Dave, old school man, but Dave, it works. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Nah, he definitely does, man. Yeah. So hold on. So real quick side note. We don't gonna get too much to this. So are you like as far as credit, are you more on the avalanche method or the snowball method? Which one are you? Which one do you?
Snowball method is where you start with the small ones first, right?
Yeah, and the avalanche when you take care of the highest interest debt.
Yeah. So I tried the avalanche, and mathematically, that one makes more sense. Getting rid of the ones that are gonna cost you more first. But like one thing Dave brought up was that there is a mental shift that happens when you pay off like a credit card. That shit feels good, and you start being like, I don't want no more on that boy again. Like I just got rid of that. I don't want to go back. And you start attacking it a little harder and harder, and being like, yo, I can hold off on this to get this shit paid off. And you start kind of having that brain switch of like, it's like when when you start making gains in your workouts or you start losing weight, and you have a win. You don't want to go back to losing after you win because winning feel good, you know. So I like the snowball method, but I also like the avalanche method because mathematically it makes sense. I feel like it's more about the type of person you are.
And I was gonna say, I think the same way because I tried the snowball method a little bit, but now I'm actually doing the avalanche method, and I think in the long term, I think that's the best because you're going to be so when you're doing the avalanche method and you're taking care of like the highest interest rate debt, typically like credit card, for example. So, you know, that one card might have the highest interest rate and it's, making you lose the most money. So I believe like if you were to pay that quicker, then you can have more money in your pocket and then make your still do like your monthly on time payments on some of the other credit cards that have like the lower interest rate on debt on it in that way because that's gonna yeah, it might be like 50 some dollars whatever, but then the highest one you're losing like $180 every month. So it's like I'm like, okay, well, let me prioritize and put more money down on this one that has way more. That way we can drop that drop that what is it that oh, the interest the interest fees down, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then I can prioritize some of the smaller ones. So I don't know, man. I kind of like the avalanche method. It makes sense for a reason, but I do get the snowball method because again, it's kind of like a dopamine rise because it's like you took care of the smaller one first, and it gives you the motivation because like you kind of like you conquer something. You know what I'm saying? So I do get the method though, and I think his whole reason of it because people aren't responsible with when it comes to their finances and stuff. So that I think he's speaking for the mass majority of the people living in America, who has, debt, you know what I'm saying? So I get it though, man. I do.
Yeah. And my big thing on debt was it started with the Trey, remember the book you put us on in the book club, Richest Man in Babylon. That line
Right.
that always comes to mind is the borrower is slave to the lender. And that's what it really feels like once you become an adult and you realize you gotta do stuff once you get those bills from decisions you made and weren't even thinking about. Getting
Yeah.
a card here, signing up for this. And then once you start getting hit with them bills, it's like
Man,
I wouldn't
what?
even have to do certain stuff or put my time into certain things if I didn't put my lifestyle in a way that I have to pay this off. And so once that hit me, and then I went and attacked it trying to use an investment route, trying to make money while I sleep and get investment. And I started having a couple of wins. Like I had a win with Nvidia, and it still wasn't enough because even the gains I was making, and that's what I talk about. Doing well in the stock market is like 13%. Most people don't even make 13% back on their investments. Guess what an interest rate is for a typical credit card? Like 18. Some of them 20, some of them 25. So if interest rates are around that and you got $10,000 in interest rates, you $10,000 in debt, and you're paying say 18% on that every month, it don't matter how good you're doing in the stock market. You could
Yeah,
be
really.
you could be trader of the year and you're not doing that back. So that's why I was like, get rid of the debt was what I was like, okay, I get it now. I get why Dave Ramsey's like, bro, get rid of the debt.
I feel that, man, and
So,
I
yeah.
I totally agree with that too, man. So yeah.
But all right, y'all. Hey, we gotta get to this boxing, man. Y'all got any last things before we hop in on this?
Oh man, I'm gonna say something real quick, real brief.
Go ahead,
Now,
Lil.
this is just on, the whole election thing. Look,
Okay.
I ain't I don't want to know who anybody voted for. I don't care. Look, that's everybody's right too. And I know some people, they gonna bash or do whatever. Hey, do your thing. What the reality is though is what I saw or like interacting with some of the women in my life. It's just like as a black woman or a woman of color in general, having all the credentials, having done everything that she could do, and then you have this mediocre white man that hasn't done any of the things that she has done to put herself in this position, has put himself in ways where he's considered a criminal, things that he says, all these things. It just, the optics are terrible that people would put somebody in that position with all these other things hanging around. I understand you got policies and things like that that you might be for, but it's just like that puts for us, black people, we got to look at that and just be like, wow, a black man could do it, Obama could do it. Why did Trump, he went against Hillary, won, he went against another woman and won. He would not be able to go against a man and do have these antics, have all these criminal cases, and have won. There's no way in hell that I think he would have won in those circumstances. So I think people got to look at that picture as well and really think about that, because it's crazy,
Yeah, man.
Hey, is it too loud in
Jamar,
here?
any comments? Jamar, any
Is it
comments?
is it too loud in here? I can't. Can
No,
y'all
we
hear
can
me?
hear you. We can hear
Are
you.
you?
Okay. So I'm gonna say this because I'm in a public setting, so I can't speak too freely. But now I'm gonna just say this though. I think as Black people, we need to really, really, really think and sit down and address. This is what I'll say. Did Trump win or did Harris lose? And what I mean by that is this: he was not the best candidate to represent a Black woman president. She just wasn't. And not saying that Trump is way better or all these other things. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is she was not it also. So we can agree that Trump definitely, you know what I'm saying, is a pistol for sure. And all these other things, all these other words that I'm not going to say, but I'm going to let Trent say it for me. But Harris, though, wasn't the best representation of what America should be. She had that Hillary Clinton lying and not saying too much. Like she wasn't the best representation. But that's my little comment.
All right, so I'm gonna pop in here. Because I don't want this to turn into a political podcast. And we could have a whole podcast when we get into it. I'm laughing because you see Jamar got the hoodie on. Watcher was looking, he looked like buddy from Star Wars. We're like, all right, finna lock in real quick. But
I ain't gonna lie. I don't know. I was just me, but yeah, it's funny.
yeah, Thompson know why I was laughing. he knew Carter was ready to pipe in. But no, I know we all have our opinions on how the election went. I'll say I actually didn't vote. I actually had a long back and forth with Pops about it. He was hot, but man to man, we had to just go in our disagreements on that one. But
Also, Jordan, you live in a state that's not necessarily swing. you
I
know.
already
So
knew, yeah, I already knew what was gonna happen in the state, but it was some people that felt like there was a principle for me to vote, and I had my opinion on that. But as I was saying, we're not going super political on this one. We could actually come back together and share our views because I feel like all of y'all are the type to like respectfully speak on how y'all feel about it without it being,
Of course, of course.
you know what I'm saying, it and I feel
No,
like that's my
we
biggest
ain't gonna
thing is
get the vote on side, bro. We
I want
not gonna get
everybody
the vote.
to be able to talk and get their view across in a respectful way and to still be able to like be cool afterwards and not take it as an attack against their own like person or their character or whatever. So we can do all that. But tonight, man, we got to get to this boxing. We got to get to this Mike Tyson, Jake Paul.
Right,
So,
right.
yes, sir. So in the blue corner, I actually don't know which one's blue or red.
you don't know.
But we gonna put Jake Paul in the blue corner because Mike is a champion at the highest level. So I think the red corner is the one that's the champions corner. So we got Jake Paul. Jake Paul is a Disney, he started on Disney Channel, made it to YouTube in 2014. My boy's been doing numbers. He is the one of the highest paid YouTube creators since 2017, also in 2018, 2021, 2023. My boy has been doing numbers. He is 27 years old. He's a big boy too. He's like 6'1", got a 76-inch reach. He's like 220 pounds. He's not small. He's 9-1 in his boxing career. So in his boxing career, he is faced Tyron Woodley, who is a welterweight in MMA, not a boxer. Beat him, knocked him out. He fought Anderson Silva, a champion in MMA, also not a boxer. Also 40 something years old. He has beaten Nate Diaz, welterweight, smaller guy, about 176 foot. Notably, he lost to Tyson Fury's younger brother, who is an actual boxer, a journeyman boxer, but a guy who has solid technique, and he lost in a split decision. It was a close bout. For the past 5 or 6 years, he has been training boxing, and he's decent. He's decent for an amateur. He's not an exceptional boxer. He is a big dude who can hit pretty hard. Going against the Mike Tyson. The Mike Tyson. I'm not trying to this equal because I'm about to get on Mike Tyson too. Mike Tyson is one of the greatest heavyweights of all time. Let's go ahead and put that out there. He's the youngest heavyweight. Became a heavyweight in the 80s. So that is something to talk about. This man became a heavyweight in the 80s. Trent, how old were you in 1987?
Man, I was not existent,
He
wasn't
was
there.
negative years old. So Mike Tyson is 58 years old. He's pushing 60, old enough
Jordan, you was 25, right?
type shit. Type shit. And then he was that you made me lose my train of thought. Mike Tyson is about 5'10". He's about 200 something pounds. He has beat the best of the best. He's beat Lennox Lewis. He's beat um James Till, all types of dudes. He's beat hella dudes. He's also been knocked out quite a few times too. Mike Tyson, towards the end there, was not his best. Got dropped a couple times, had his problems with whatever, but he's made a resurgence, got his money back and he's made a comeback. So that is like the tail of the tape, y'all. We got 5'10", 200, I'll say 230-pound Mike Tyson versus 6'1", 220, 230-pound Jake Paul. One is 58, one is 27. One has the experience and skill advantage. One has the youth and somewhat of a size advantage. I don't really think he's bigger than Mike. He's got the youth advantage. I'll say that. Youth and athleticism. Um, y'all give me let's go around. Who wants to start and giving me their pick for the fight and why?
Don't be
Trent.
shy, guys. Who is
Trent.
it?
Yeah.
Oh man, all right, me first. Okay. So look, man, I uh I teeter with this. The fight, how serious both of them are, but just based on I know Tyson, I don't know if he like has been fighting throughout the whole since he stopped professionally and now don't know if he just sat on the couch. He seems to be fit, but when you see Mayweather get into a ring, he's no Mayweather, but he gets in the ring with younger guys. They're not as experienced or not, up to his league as far as whenever they were in their prime, but he's still miles ahead of them. So if this is an actual boxing match, I'm taking Tyson all day, even with the age gap, just because of that experience piece, and he's still strong as hell, it seems. Um,
So wait, what are you? So you're saying if this is an actual fight, because we're gonna have to address that. If it's an actual fight, you got Tyson.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
If he locked in and it's just like, hey, they gonna be serious about this thing, I'm
Okay.
taking.
Okay. All right. All right. We're gonna come back to that. We're gonna bookmark that if it's an actual fight. Jamar look like he running from the police right now, so we're gonna go to Thompson.
Uh, so man. So let me look what. So all right, let me say this. So I do want to piggyback on, if this is a real fight, and if it's a real fight, let me just say this right here. The only thing that I believe that might be a disadvantage of my boy Mike just might be stamina. If he was training for this fight, I think one of the big things that he's gonna have to work on is stamina. He's gonna get somebody that's younger. You know what I'm saying? And that plays a part. He's 58 years old, so can't ignore that. Power. He probably still got the power to knock somebody out flat to the ground. You know what I mean? So I really think that that he's gonna have to be able to you know endurance. He has to really endurance stamina. Like he has to be able to go with the flow with the match. Now, I'm not quite familiar with Jake Paul and like how skilled he is, though I've seen some videos of him. But you know, here's what I'm gonna say: if I had to choose a winner, if this is a real fight, I'm gonna go with Mike. Um, I'm gonna go with Mike, man. I'm gonna go with him. But just know, but just know this that Jake has more to lose than Mike does. And that's what I say about that. He has more to lose. Mike has nothing. Mike, if Mike, hold on. If Mike loses, he loses nothing. And I can explain to you why. If if that confuses you, why I say he has nothing to lose. So yeah, he has nothing to lose.
All right, Jamar, address that because I
Yeah.
have my own opinion on that too.
Okay.
Well,
All right.
hold on, wait. So before you address that, let me just speak on real quick why he has nothing to lose. Because at the end of the day, you know, let me tell you what Jake has to lose, right? If he loses to Mike, right? You pretty much you let a 58-year-old beat you. You know what I'm saying? And you know, theoretically, you should be able to win. You should have the age advantage, the stamina, the youth. You should win. So if he has more to lose because, and also more to win because you beat Mike Tyson. But at the same time, you're facing a Mike Tyson that's past his prime. You're facing an older version. You're facing the version of Mike Tyson that's past his prime. You know what I'm saying? You're not fighting a Mike. You're not fighting a 30-year-old Mike Tyson. You will be gone. You know what I'm saying? You're fighting one that's 58 years old. So if you lose, you lost to an older man. Yeah, it's Mike Tyson, but you want to win this match if you Jake Paul. And the reason why Mike don't got nothing to lose is because if he does lose, he's gonna still be loved. No one's gonna talk down on him because it's like, okay, hey man, you're 58 years old. You prove that as a 58-year-old man who boxed in decades that you can still whoop ass, you can still show up and still give a young person a challenge. You know what I'm saying? And I think that speaks volumes. Saying if like even if he loses, and his legacy does not get tainted. He's still
arguably the greatest of all time, regardless. Because what if he were to box in and he's 65 years old, like when does it like when is he too old? You know what I'm saying? That's my thing with it. Like when is he too old?
Respectfully.
So that's why I say that Mike has nothing to lose, but Jake has more to lose. That's what I'll say about that. But I'm still going for my boy Mike. I'm still rooting for him.
So before I tell y'all my opinion, I do want to just comment on Thompson's statement. Can y'all hear me good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So straight up, I disagree. I think Mike Tyson has a lot to lose. He has sort of like this unspoken legacy, but it ain't a legacy. He definitely earned his stripes way before 59 or 58 or however old he is. But it's just it's almost like, Mike, why did you get in the ring if you didn't think you were gonna win? But I'll just say that I do agree with what you're saying, though, Thompson. Like, I see your point. I'm not gonna sit there and act like that's not true. It is true, but I do feel like Tyson doesn't need to go in there thinking like, oh, if I do lose, then it's okay. Like, no, there's gonna be big blowbacks. There's gonna be a lot of people upset with Paul and with Mike for doing that, and also they're gonna be upset with Netflix as well. So, but let me tell y'all my
Before you do, because I want to address it too.
okay.
I think who has more to lose is the wrong question in this format or this instance. Only because I don't think either one has too much to lose by losing the match. I think most people still see Jake Paul. Well, actually, he has gained some respect because he's beating some tough guys, but most people know he's not a real boxer. And everything else is gravy after that. You're making 20 million, you're making hella bands, you know what I'm saying? We get why you're in the ring, even if you're not a boxer. There's and on Mike Tyson's side, he's 58, like you said. I don't think either one has much to lose. I think Mike Tyson loses some aura that, dang, I still wouldn't try Mike aura if he loses. I think it's kind of like said something, all right, Mike, you old now. You got beat by the YouTube kid. So I don't think that's the right question. I think there's more to gain for Mike Tyson is the real underlying thing here. And why I say that is they're both going to get paid a shit ton of money. Mike Tyson beating Jake Paul is kind of like, dang, you kind of you kind of beat this little arrogant white dude from YouTube. I think he's good at boxing. And I think that's
him being old. If Mike Tyson wins, that is a big feat. Like,
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's a big feat as him being like a 58-year-old coming in here and beating up this dude. Jake Paul's, I think he gets the biggest thing for him is he gets paid. He gets to keep doing this, whatever it is he's doing with boxing.
Yeah, and I hate to say
I think it kind of looks a little bad on his part because he's beating a 58-year-old up. To some people, not everybody. Other people would be like,
right.
Mike, it's still Mike. But for some people, it's gonna be like, bro, you beat up a 58-year-old who's on
right.
Goddamn.
And I think those are people who have maybe have forgotten that Mike Tyson went to prison and bit a guy's ear off and is literally a monster, an actual beast in human form. And I think that's before you say something, I was just gonna say,
go ahead.
I think that's what's gonna make, if this is a real fight, what's gonna make this fight so interesting, because Jake Paul is a Disney kid. Like, let's be honest, like he's a Disney kid. So even the people he has fight, they might be killers, they might be, lit, but they not Mike Tyson lit. They not, I want to eat your kids for breakfast lit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a different, but I'm saying though, y'all, it's a different atmosphere. Like, you finna go in the ring with a real killer. People, he's ate people like Jacob for breakfast. You know what I'm saying? Like he not even.
That was years ago, though, bro. This man has CTE on top of already being on the spectrum, brother. Like, this man was working with one brain cell and then broke it in half. Like,
right, right.
he
Right.
Which makes it even scarier, though.
yeah, I mean, yeah, but
he snapped, bro. This is the same man that at 50, 55, 56, he's still snapping at interviewers.
because
People
he's mentally ill, bro. I
like
really want.
don't let him slip, bro. And he probably already slipped. He probably slipped halfway through camp.
I think people like forget how the end of Mike's boxing career ended. He was getting knocked out quite a bit towards the end of that thing. It wasn't like he went out and was still mauling niggas.
But those were comp. This is Disney boy.
I feel you. No, that's why I'm like, there is. I feel.
Dick Patowski, goddamn. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. There is a level of respect if he beats Mike.
I mean,
So
he gets the name, like he gets the accolade, Mike Tyson.
If they do that, it's disrespectful to the black community. I'm just being very honest. If Jake Paul wins tonight, that is a big disrespect to the black sports community, in my opinion.
How?
Because, like, Mike, first off, we're disappointed in Mike because, Mike, you only took this deal because it's going to make you a bunch of money and you can sit down after this and never have to do anything again. Okay. And then
I'm not disappointed in Mike, but yeah, you can be disappointed.
That's what I'm saying, though. We're going to be disappointed, though, because this is what I'm trying to say. It's just like bringing out an old.
Go ahead, give us your pick because we got two people that's picked Mike already. So apparently, y'all think he gonna win.
So if the fight is real, if the fight is real, this
I like how y'all
like
keep throwing that in there.
If the fight is real, Mike is going to beat the brakes out of Jake Paul, and it's not going to take a long time because Mike has military experience, not real military, but what I'm saying is he's already been in combat. Jake Paul has never fought someone of the caliber of Mike. So let me just get that out the way. Jake has never in his life, I'm talking about like not a street brawl. That's another thing too about Mike Tyson.
Wait. We're not going to do that. He's never boxed a boxer of Mike's caliber. He's fought some killers. He's fought.
You're not hearing me though, bro. I heard somebody argue with me today. I actually brought that up. Somebody gave me a really good point. They said the transition between UFC and boxing is a big gap.
For sure.
UFC fighters that go to boxing can get mopped up, but and vice versa. If you go from boxing to UFC, you'll get mopped up. So just because you was in the ring with a killer UFCer doesn't mean that you was in the room with a killer with a Mayweather. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
So people who have IQ and body muscle memory, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what I'll say is this: I think it's not even I don't even think it's gonna be a long fight if Mike Tyson really is fighting for real. I think it's gonna maybe 2 rounds, maybe 3. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead. I'm going after you. So you have Mike Tyson. We got 3 more.
I got Mike Tyson, but hold on, I gotta give you the other end. If it's fake, it's for sure gonna be Jake Paul because they're disrespectful, bro. Like I just the fact that Netflix did this and put so much money behind it and hyped it up how it is, it's gonna be a Maverick type of not a Maverick, but like a underdog type of fight. Like a good story. I'm a storyteller. I'm a filmmaker. A good story is Jake Paul.
Let me get mine after. Go ahead.
Jake Paul, with his inexperience, is going to, clinch a victory, at the end of all the rounds type shit. He's going to beat him by stamina. So, but yeah, just talk to me, bro. Talk to me.
All right. The Zoom is about to end, so I'm about to stop it and start it back up, and then I'll give my take afterwards.
All right.
I ain't gonna lie. Wait. Oh, okay. Bet.
What's up?
I'm gonna have to dip in a second, but I do want to stay to hear your insight though on who you think's gonna win this fight.
All right. Bet. Oh, so just to get straight to it, acknowledging what Elijah Mar said, if it's a short fight, I got Mike. If it's a longer fight, I'm gonna lean towards Jake. But to outright pick somebody, I'm gonna stick with my initial pick of Jake Paul.
Yeah.
If it's a glorified sparring match, that has happened a couple times with some of these influencer fights where it hasn't been super serious and it's been kind of some BS. That definitely leans towards Jake because he's just gonna run around. And Mike isn't really the type of dude that's not gonna try to kill you, which is what has me eerily feeling bad about my pick. But I'm gonna stick with my pick. Jake Paul's younger. He's not a small guy. He's been trying this boxing thing for like 5 years now. He has like the basics down. He keeps his hands up.
Yeah.
He can punch hard. Still not that great. But
CT,
go ahead.
I said developing CTE.
Yeah, developing because he talks like it. But yeah, man. I think this is a money grab for the most part on both sides.
Yep.
What has me eerily, I just don't think Mike can fake fight. And if it's that, man, I don't feel comfortable. I'm not betting money on this fight because it's just one of them type of fights that I don't feel comfortable putting my money on the line. But
Mhm.
I'm gonna be the one guy on the pod to go with Jake. Throw it out there.
Look, Jake is the logical, like logically you would think that Jake would win. But the see in that's why I say again, why I feel like Jake has more to lose than Mike does. Because, like I said again, like Mike, if he loses to a 20, he's like our age, you feel me? If he loses to a 26, 27-year-old, it's like, okay, I mean, well, look, it's like if Michael Jordan were to if Kyrie Irving were to challenge Michael Jordan to a one-on-one basketball game, right? I see it in the same way as this fight. You know what I'm saying? Like who do you think, like, do you think that MJ would win just because he's MJ? Or does age does it not ever catch up to you? And it's yeah, as like a childhood favorite and a humongous fan, you would want you're gonna root for a guy like MJ. You're gonna root for a guy like Mike Tyson. You know what I'm saying? But does that mean that he's just going to win? You know what I'm saying? So that's how I see this fight. I see like MJ coming out of retirement, you know, shooting hoops again, you know what I'm saying, for a big one-on-one match with somebody, with someone that, like, not like a LeBron James, but like a Kyrie Irving.
It
Or
sounds like
even
you want to pick. It sounds like you want to pick Jake Paul, bro. You pick Mike, but I feel like everything you said leans towards Jake.
No, okay, but
Don't be
again,
scared.
but look, so no, but I'm saying why logically, like, it would make sense to pick Jake Paul. You feel me? But here's the thing, though. But again, wait, am I still here?
Yeah.
Yeah, you good.
Okay, bet. But here's the thing, though. We're talking about a fight. You know what I mean? Like, I know some old motherfuckers still throw down and whoop some, like, you know what I mean, bro? Like,
Right.
and whew, I'm looking at him right now, bro. He's a bad looking motherfucker, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Excuse my French. So I see a fight a little bit differently than, like playing basketball. I'm just like just the whole concept of this is kind of like that right there. I still think that Mike will win. If this is a real fight, I think Mike. I think it'll be a tough battle, but I think Mike would still he'll still pull a W, man. But I don't. But I'll get worried after, like, I don't know, man. Like, Mike got it, bro. I think he got it. If he can
Just talk yourself into it.
if he can keep up with his stamina,
No,
and
if he can lock up any of that running away bull crap that Jake is about to try to pull, I think he's gonna win early.
right.
Also, don't be well, I will say this though. Stamina is Mike's biggest enemy, because he had a podcast for the past 3 years that was about smoking weed on the podcast.
What?
So yeah, for sure. You ain't know that?
No.
How
Yeah,
about Mike?
Yeah, Mike Tyson just ended his like 3-year long, maybe 3-4 year long podcast that was smoking weed with all the guests that comes on. And so, that definitely didn't help him, when it comes to stamina. Man, I'm on Twitch rolling up, y'all. I'm so crazy. But so yeah, that's just how I feel. I don't know.
Right.
All right.
Okay. Now wait, did Jamar give your actual pick? Jordan, y'all both gave y'all actual pick, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
Yo, am I the only one that got their Netflix not loading up?
Mine's up.
It's up there, it's playing.
Yeah, it's playing. Yeah.
I got the illegal boy. So
Yeah, I got Mike, man. I got Mike, man. But I do feel it. I feel you with the whole Jake. It's kind of it's a toss up, man. You got somebody that's so skilled at boxing, right? Versus a young gun, and it's just kind of like I feel like it could be an even match because of that. You got somebody that's so skilled.
Man, if this is a real fight, yeah, go ahead. My bad.
No, you good. Yeah, you got an OG that's so skilled. It's pretty much a legend versus I would say a above amateur skilled boxer fighting some. I don't know. So it kind of like the scale kind of like it kind of almost balanced in a way. You know what I'm saying? So I can really see it going either way. So I think whoever wins this match will be the person who was able to capitalize on each person weakness present, which would be Mike's stamina and maybe Jake Paul's maybe his knowledge of boxing. So
you have one person on the left that Muhammad Ali gave credit to, and then you got a kid that was on Kick Batowski. So it's so, you know what I'm saying? Like let's be real, bro. Like let's keep it real. Let's keep it real.
Help me out. Y'all put me back on my Jake wagon, man. I'm
just saying though, man. You got Kick Batowski. You got Kick Batowski, and then you got somebody that Muhammad Ali said, "Yeah, you'll give me that work if I was boxing today." So I just don't know. I mean, if this is a real fight, guys, Mike should be able to end. Bro, imagine one good hit from Mike Tyson.
Close enough to filing for Social Security, man. Like y'all really,
bro. He was just trying to fight an interviewer last year.
What they got to do with a boxing match? That means he's unstable.
What? Okay, you're not understanding me. Jake Paul is not unhinged, but Mike is. Mike is unhinged.
The only thing Jake is lacking is skill, bro. I'm telling you, the guys that he was fighting in the ring, like Mike Perry, I showed you, Mike Perry was a bare knuckle boxer. Do you know what savagery bare knuckle boxing is? Literally every fight you lose in teeth.
Yeah.
That's
Look, y'all,
nasty, bro.
I'm gonna continue to watch this. Just know I got my boy Mike, Jordan. Okay. I respect my boy Trent. Respect,
bro.
Carter Foundation. Respect.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
You know what time it is.
Yeah. Too easy official. It's much love, bro. I'll see you at the camp, bro. I'll see you at the camp.
Yeah, I gotta get to it, bro. But nice talking to y'all guys on, man. Hey, Jordan, they have me on, bro.
No problem, dog.
Man, yeah, bro. I'll be smooth, bro.
Smooth, bro. We about to wrap it up. We got to get to the business before we wrap up. As y'all notice on Netflix, they sold out Dallas Cowboys Stadium. That's major.
My bad. Yeah, that's the only thing Jerry Jones worried about, obviously.
He worried about. He said he worried about them curtains. He said we ain't putting no curtains up. I know you heard about that, Trent.
Oh yeah,
man, crazy. But this is Netflix's first like live event. So they're trying to break in content wise into the same space as Amazon Prime and ESPN, a lot of those. So we'll probably see more of this later. As far as the betting lines, a lot of money's coming in on Mike Tyson, while Vegas has Jake Paul. So Vegas is rooting for Jake Paul to win. The line is like minus. What was the line? I think it was around like -2 something. So Jake is the favorite. Mike's the underdog with betting, and that's got a lot of people betting on Mike because that'll give them a bigger return. You know what I'm saying? If
Right.
wins, so the people are behind Mike. The Vegas, the system is behind Jake Paul. Don't that sound like some?
Right. Yeah,
So,
that made me think I need to put my money on Jake.
yeah, that does make you feel that way. It sounds a little poetic. The black man always counted out type shit, but you know.
I told you it's gonna be an upset if Mike loses. Like it's gonna be people are gonna be looking around like, really? Like, why would y'all do this? Why would y'all spend so much money to do this?
I feel like both sides are rationalized why one won, one loss. You know what I'm saying? If Mike loses, you know what I'm saying? There'll be those doubters and those
If if this is a real fight, Jordan,
I feel like
I
it's gonna
will
be
say
something tells me it's gonna be a real fight.
if this is a real fight, like for real, like both of them putting their all in, it's
Yeah.
gonna be a great fight. And I'll tell you this too. If they're both putting their all in, Mike won't lose. If this is real, Mike will not lose, bro. And the reason why is because Mike, he's been up against Goliaths, man. He's knocked down Goliaths, um, and lived to tell the day, or live to tell the story. So, I just don't think he's gonna let some white boy, not even disrespectfully or racially, but I'm just saying he's not gonna let a Disney kid come and take that from him. So I don't know, man. I just think as a black man, he has pride in this fight, and I don't think he's going to disrespect the culture. Yeah, I don't think he's going to disrespect the culture by losing.
Sure, how you feel about that?
Ah, man, I really hope that he's going to win this thing for himself. You feel me? But like you said, I mean, when it came to like who has more to lose, things like that, I think Jake Paul, it makes sense for him to win this thing to continue his surge into this boxing space. And, I think that looked great for him, his body of work to have Tyson on that. But yeah, man, I'm going with Mike all the way. And I'm gonna stop saying if this is a real fight. I'm gonna just go.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Okay. All right. So you standing on it. You standing on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I'm really good at betting. So in my third eye, it's telling me to go with Jake. It's telling me to go with Jake. But
Just say I'm right, bro. Dang.
it's not that you're right, bro. It's that it's rigged, brother. It's rigged. That's the
So
only way.
So if you
That's the
wrong,
only universe where Jake wins.
so if you wrong, it's rigged. But if you right, you just that nigga. That's crazy. You see how niggas play it, boy?
And that's why I'm a good bettor.
For this situation, yeah, I understand. I completely.
It's tough because Netflix is behind it. Netflix is literally a film company, so their whole thing is telling stories. I don't know if they're interested in the truth. You know what I'm saying? I think they want America to cry, laugh, hee hee ha ha, and then
they're a media company just like anybody else that would have been in charge of this, bro.
Like this is dope, by the way. Like Netflix doing this. This is
Yeah.
great. I would love to see this of major boxing fights. Period. Like
it'd be crazy if boxing moved to Netflix, but I don't think they would ever do that.
I think they're gonna start doing more boxing stuff in the future. I think that's what they're signaling with this one.
yeah, this is dope.
I think they're gonna start trying to get NFL and NBA to try to get some contracts with them too.
It'd be cool. It'd be cool. They just have to keep the integrity of it all. That's my thing. It's one thing reporting, and it's another thing, kind of like creating entertainment. So
I got you. But yeah, man, that's all I got for this fight, man. We all got our picks out the way. Nothing more to do than live streaming now and enjoy it.
that'll work right there, bro. Yeah, my Netflix is not working. I hope it starts working sometime soon.
If it doesn't, try stream these because I got it up right now on that.
Okay, it's working. It'll work for a few minutes and it'll cut off. So I'm just gonna hope I can.
Yeah, mine's buffering right now, so we'll see. You gotta work on that.
Right. All right, man. Well, first off, just like Elijah said, man, I appreciate you guys having me on, and yeah, bro. I hope Mike wins, and yeah, It's good seeing Trent. It's good seeing you, Trent. It's good seeing you, Jordan. Yeah, man, I got to get y'all on soon, bro.
All right, yeah, man. We gonna have to
This
talk politics next time we do it.
Oh Lord, man, I ain't trying to start a civil war around here, man.
Uh,
I
yeah,
ain't on the Avenger. I ain't on the Avengers boy right now. I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying?
I'm weak, bro.
Cause y'all showing up treat Trump like he Thanos or something like that. It's
Oh
crazy.
man, no, don't start. Hey,
Crazy.
hey, that's it. That's
It's
it. All
crazy.
in, all in, all out.
Hot take tomorrow. Let's do it.
Like, share, comment on the video, man. I appreciate y'all. Trent, we can hit that power ranking next time. I feel like we've been on here long enough.
all
All
right.
right, guys.
Say
Y'all,
less up.
y'all stay safe out here, man.
All right, you too, Ruger.
RTG out.
All right, dog. That was a good one. That was a lot.
Yeah, that was a lot, man. A lot of stuff. But yeah, I got my league up right now. We was gonna have to we
Oh,
gonna
man,
on it.
we can knock it out. We can knock it out. Come on, let's knock it out. Shit. We got time.
I bet. All right, which one going first? You
You
want
got
me to go
first.
first?
You got first. Yeah. Any fantasy football storylines you want to get out? I done gave
Uh,
up on Yahoo League. I'm locking in on ESPN.
bro, that hurt me so bad when I was like, damn, I could have traded with Jordan the whole time. Oh man, I'm like, y'all.
My shit was done for. When I say I've never lost, I lost Christian McCaffrey, Cooper Cup, Mike Evans, Rasheed Rice, Brandon Ayuk in the other league. Justin Fields went down or got benched, and Caleb Williams was just a straight up dud. Trey McBride plays well but does not score any touchdowns. It was the
Mm,
worst. It was the worst league I ever like. It was the worst team I ever made. It was.
yeah.
They just all went down.
I ain't gonna lie. I mean, that that's just one of the things. That's like a situation like you had dogs, and then you got some that you missed on.
Yeah,
But
like
like
I miss
quarterback,
White hard. That nigga sucks.
yeah, and man, I'm so happy that Chase Brown is like turning it on
Yeah.
because dog, I got him in both leagues and I was banking.
You was making on him hard. You was making on him hard. Cause when I see Zach Moss do that Zach Moss shit where like he don't look good, but like he'll get 80 yards and a touchdown. I was like, damn, Trent. I hope you don't get a whole season of that shit. Cause he don't look good, but 80 yards and a touchdown.
He's good enough to keep his job. He's like Alex Madison or whatever. I mean, it's like, yo, but he's just disgusting to watch. I'm like, yo, come on,
Yeah,
man. But yeah, that boy Chase is graceful, man. He reminds me if he does big things for me in both of my ESPN leagues, he was gonna remind me of that Kyron pool. It's just like, yo, I had that inkling. Boom, this guy this year. So
Kyron did what you said he was again. Kyron was doing work.
yes, sir.
Yeah, and the other league I got right finally. I have my stable and running backs. Um, Jameer Gibbs and Bijan finally caught fire and did what they had
Yeah,
to.
yeah.
And Cortland Sutton, thank the Lord. I don't know. I was just holding on because I know he's a good player, and so I was just let me hold on to him and see because I almost traded him one time. He
What
fumbled.
about and on that, what about Bo Nix, bro? Bo Nix is not
I gotta give him his credit. I was like, he's decent. He's decent. He's
so
decent.
Cortland is like, yo, you can't. I hate him. I've never drafted him. I've never.
I don't, but what made me draft him was like, it's not his fault. He's a good receiver. He just had bad quarterback luck. He's not bad. And so I was like, there's no other receiver. Maybe he'll be decent based off of volume. And that's kind of what it's been. They throw it to him like 10, 12 times. So it's like he gets some decent stats. And my receivers going down. Like I in this league, Rasheed Rice, Ayuk went down. Michael Pittman turned into a pumpkin because Anthony Richardson is ass. And yeah, so but I'm alive in this league. I got some guys. I got Ricky Pearsall. He looks good. And they got
Yeah,
shot. hit that 50 Cent was like, I got hit like he got hit, but he ain't fucking breathing. He here.
Yeah.
Cortland, and I got some other dudes that I'm hoping to round me out. I just traded for Jackson Smith and Jigba. So
You
I'm
got some
hoping.
sneaky players, bro. I mean, I think you beat me last week. I'm like, I was at the top of the league. I'm like, yo, I'm going for that money, that league
Yes.
money, the ship,
It's close
bro.
this year
Right,
too.
right now.
It's
Woo.
close.
Yeah,
Anybody can win it in the top like 8, low key.
facts, facts. Everybody is like solid. Some teams not as deep as others. Like, I feel like my team is deep.
Yeah.
Some people just got heavy hitters. So,
Hitters. Like I felt bad for whoever went against Jamar Chase
woo.
last week.
Bro, the sad thing about the Yahoo League is I got him in that league, but my team is so kind of doo-doo around him.
I lost with that.
I tied, bro. I tied, bro. I'm the
And
only person that ties, bro. I feel like,
tied all the time. Bro, what happened that one year you tied in the championship game?
bro, he won it because he won the head-to-head or something crazy, bro. I was like, yo, that is the craziest thing
You
in
was
the
tight. You was tight about that one. You was tight about that one.
yeah, that was ridiculous, man. I don't even
Came
want to
back
talk
and
about
won you a chip though. You came back and won you a chip.
it. And speaking of William,
Oh yeah, Squilliam.
I just fleeced or whatever he said in the group chat, like a best GM, bro. You ain't won a ship. You ain't no best GM. You ain't won one.
Will, like I'm out here calling this man Will. Ote, bro. Ote does too much
Yeah.
to the point where he hurts himself sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Cause he'll like he's always looking for a deal. Sometimes when he don't need to. Like in the Yahoo League, his team was solid, but he kept bothering me about a deal. I'm like, Ote, your team is fine. Like
Yeah.
you're just
Yeah.
exchanging different players now at this point that are about equal level. But yeah. But
He
yeah,
just
you shot him right with that one. You was like, hey, bro, relax with that one. Because I don't even know why you talking about the Yahoo League in this one. They don't even know what you're talking about.
exactly tripping. All right, yeah, but hey, yeah, it's looking interesting. You only in two leagues right now?
Yeah, it's
Or
just
you,
2 leagues. I
okay,
don't got
yeah,
time to be in too many. That's too much emotional investment. I'll be mad as hell.
yeah. Luckily,
You in what? How many you in?
I'm in three.
30. Okay.
I'm top four in both Yahoo and both ESPNs.
Okay.
So, but this
Oh,
other league is like it's only four people get to the playoffs. It's a 10-man league, but four people get in, so it's kind of like, whoo,
it's tight. Is it money?
yeah. Winner takes all. It was like 50 maybe. So
Everybody put 50 in?
yeah,
Damn.
winner takes all. It's
Ooh.
crazy
Yeah, that's a tough one. Only one person happy after that one.
for sure. I hope it's me.
Everybody dropped the 50. Yeah, you walking away with a little 500, ain't it?
Yes, sir. That'd be smooth.
Ooh, that's smooth. That's smooth.
All
Oh,
right, let me run this team through you real quick. I feel like this shit's cold.
league, team that league, okay.
If Jordan Love could act right,
Bro, fuck him. But we'll get back to that. No, actually, pause right here. This nigga, week before this, I lost because this nigga got a groin injury. Bro, you're 24. If you don't fucking get back on the field, so he leaves and has 5 points on the day. My team goes off. We drop like 130, something like that. The other team drops like 135, and I lose because he leaves on a groin injury.
dang,
And then gonna talk about he good for next week. No, bitch, you're hurt. You was hurt last week. Be hurt this week, nigga.
yeah,
Oh man, you pissed me off. But yeah, go finish your league, man. But yeah, you pissed me off, man. You pissed me off with that, Jordan Love.
yeah.
Mm.
I was believing in him too, man. So I got him. I got Russell on the bench. So hey, if he don't act right, I'm gonna be good.
All right.
Um, we got A Chain,
Okay.
Montgomery.
I like Montgomery.
I'm sad with Lamb right now. With that going down, I'm like, whew.
Sure, your team sounded a little shaky, brother. You started out. I need you to kind of pick me back up because Jordan Love is good when he plays. He puts up numbers. A Chain hit him.
HM been going good, man.
Yeah, when he has a good game, he goes crazy. But he'll have a dud too.
Yeah.
Montgomery is a solid, consistent back. He just splits everything with Gibbs, so he's good. He's good.
He gonna guarantee you a touchdown. He gonna guarantee you that.
But then you said Lamb, and I'm like, damn.
Now it's looking shaky now because this Lamb situation, but last week or the past 2 weeks is like, damn, I might have to see if I can get him off my team. But
Trading him at the low point at that point, you might as well just ride that shit out. I feel,
yeah,
but he might be fine because at the end of the day, ain't nobody else to throw the ball to. So eventually he gonna get like 12, 14 targets.
yeah, yeah. Hopefully, we'll see, man. So now also Wilson was going crazy, so I got Garrett Wilson. He
Okay.
was going nuts, and I'm hoping he'll stay. Even with Devontae, like that 1 week he went off, so it's like he's been pretty nice, man. I got Kittle.
You got Lamb, Wilson, and then Kittle. Kittle is excellent, bro. He is that nigga.
That nigga, man.
That's a black man.
I got 3 tight ends on my team, and guess who I got, bro? I got Kittle, Bowers, Otten.
Okay, you're tripping. Trade Bowers now.
I should probably trade Bowers, but the thing is, in this league,
And get you another. Take A Chain, Bowers, and Alton, and get you a big dog. Something.
the thing is with this league, I love though you can play them 2 tight ends, one at flex, one at tight end, and I be going nuts. But you're right, I can get some.
The thing about tight ends, though, it's like Kittle is okay. That's a receiver, basically. Alton is like a top tight end, but he's like a number 2 receiver. Bowers, okay. If you could trade Alton, if you could package Alton and A Chain together and get you an upgraded running back, I would try to do that.
So I also got Jacobs on the bench.
Josh
So
Jacobs?
yeah, I got
Bench?
Jacobs on the.
What
Well,
the fuck
I
you
had
want to do?
bro, look, last week, let me show you, man. Let me tell you what happened, bro. I
Bro,
mean,
if you don't trade Bowers, because he got more name value than Alton. If you don't trade Bowers and A Chain or at Bowers and Montgomery and get you a big dog,
yeah,
or
yeah,
even like package Lamb, you could package somebody and get you a big dog, bro.
I definitely can, bro. So
See, you can't worry about saving space because it sounds like it's a shorter league, so everybody got some good teams for the most part, right?
some people got some trash, Some people I'm not even worried about. Like 2 teams are 2-8.
Okay.
After that, though, yeah, it do get a little.
That's what I'm saying. You got to come in every week, guns blazing in this bitch. When playoff time hit, if you get secure to make playoffs, go ahead and get top heavy because you need to go in every week. Like I got them hitters.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I mean, I got Harrison on my bench at receiver.
Okay, okay. I like the bench. The bench gives you flexibility. I like the bench.
The bench is deep, dog. I got Tillman with the Browns. I got Jennings. I mean, I got some guys that can play, man.
Okay, okay. I definitely want to explore packaging something for one more big dog.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh man.
But yeah, that's what we looking like, bro.
I mean, I see puts. I say put Lamb. I want to keep Lamb though, man, because he's gonna get the targets. Who's your
Yeah,
other receivers?
Garrett Wilson, Harrison. Uh,
Keep Harrison. Honestly, I might because it smells funny in New York right now.
it does smell funny
I
for
would
sure.
think about moving Garrett Wilson while he's hype right now. I would think about moving A Chain, man. I feel you though. Keep A Chain because when he does go off, he kills the game. I mean, you looking straight, man. You looking straight. I don't like starting double tight ends though. I would get rid of one of them tight ends though. I feel like that's a waste of space.
I think I definitely could because I feel like I'm running. So we only got two running backs, two receivers, and then a flex. So I'm deep enough that I can go give away a tight end or whatever, and maybe one of my other receivers and get some
Bro,
quality.
you got to get top heavy in this league because there's so many teams. Having a deep bench doesn't really make sense. They're just gonna sit there. So I want to keep Jacobs. Put Bowers in there because he got that name value. Maybe put Lamb in there and see if somebody dumb enough to give you Jamar Chase. And maybe just to push him over the edge, maybe throw somebody you really just know you're not gonna start. Like who's the best name that you just know you're probably not gonna start? You got Bowers and Lamb in there.
I mean, I feel like Marv can get some pull. I
Keep
like
him,
Marv, but
keep him.
shoot, I can give up several dudes.
I say
Is
shoot the shot with Lamb and Bowers for Chase. That might be enough.
I'm gonna have to see what dude team look like. We'll see.
And if not Chase, try Justin Jefferson. You might be able to get Justin Jefferson easier because he hasn't gone off as bad as because I think Justin Jefferson still got some shit to get off his chest this season. I think he still got some. So yeah, I would try to package Lamb and Bowers together for Justin Jefferson.
Jay Jettis.
I think keeping Jacobs is smart because I think the Packers about to make a run. Montgomery's a good one. A Chain's when he go off type of player. A Chain's the flex to me. I feel like you should be starting Jacobs with Montgomery.
I think I didn't start him last week. He was on a bye, so I ain't started him last week.
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
I feel you on Marv. I feel you on Marv because my only thing with Marv is like I think he has value. I just feel like he's kind of gotten that tag of being inconsistent now. So I just feel like he's more valuable to you than you'll get back in a trade.
Yeah. I don't know if old dude with Jamar Chase gonna go for it.
That's what I was thinking because he just went off. I would say try Justin. Justin quietly doing work.
Low key dude that's in first place, his team not really that good, bro.
I be feeling it feel like the niggas as team be like solid, but like it feel like timing on their matchup be really be having them in first place.
So he got Nico Collins coming back.
Ooh.
That's scary. I might need to try to see if I can get him low. You think before he go off?
Thing is though, you could try it for him though. You know he been waiting for Nico to come back because Nico had probably got him his wins early in the season. He probably gonna be like, nigga, I'm not trading you. I just got him back. I've been waiting for this nigga. So you can try it, but I know me. That's what I would think if somebody tried to get Nico when he came back. It's like, nigga, no, I want him.
Thanks. Hmm.
That's
Dang.
why
Okay.
I'm trying to give you the people that I think aren't as much like in the media right now. That's why Justin comes to mind. If you could steal D Hop kind of got too much cloud around him right or hype around him right now. If you could steal a DK or AJ Brown, AJ Brown's one. If you could target AJ Brown, I don't really
Yeah.
like DK. If you could target AJ Brown, Justin Jefferson, bro, whoever got Jalen Waddle was probably sick of Jalen Waddle right now. I would target Jalen Waddle for Marvin. Use Marvin to see if you could trade Marvin for Jalen.
You think Jalen about to start going off?
Tyreek Hill been talking about how he got that wrist injury.
Mm.
Um, and it's like it's low risk to me, high reward if he does start going off because Marvin kind of in that space now where you don't really feel confident starting him.
Facts.
And it's the same with Jalen, but I feel like they're the same. If you, it's just more like who you feel more confident in, the Cardinals offense or Marvin. I'm not in love with picking Jalen up, but I do think he's due. I think he's due.
This dude, so this is a dude that got Jefferson, his team, Cousins, Chubb, Gibbs,
Oh, that makes
Jefferson.
me the running back. Go ahead.
Yep, he do exactly. Jefferson, Mooney, Laporta, Zay Flowers. Then he got Addison, Gasecki.
He's done for. Laporta just went out. Mooney just had a knee injury or a Achilles injury, and Chubb is cooked. What place is he in?
He's 5-5. He's like in the middle of the pack. Like it's so the top team, I think we are like 7-3. Then it's like 6-4, 5-5 teams. Then
All
they
right,
go to 2-8 teams. So we are like,
we have our target. This nigga is food. He needs players because it says Laporta's out, right?
yep. Mm-hmm.
Has Mooney got an Achilles injury?
Who? Mooney?
Darnell Mooney.
He got an Achilles. No, I think
He's good. I thought I heard a report today that said he got an injury.
they said Mooney Achilles doesn't have an injury designation for Sunday. So
So it does have like a little blurb where it says he's dealing with something.
yeah, but it seemed like he playing. But yeah, it might be something that
Okay, so he's playing. All right. So Mooney is still in there, but Moody's been doing work this year, but he's not in love with Mooney. Mooney's one of those like you kind of worried that this is gonna stop at some point. He's a target though, because Chubb, if he's starting Chubb, this nigga's in the trenches.
he
I would
do.
go
You got
ahead.
you got Tracy as a running back on the bench.
Hell no, he's not ass, but he's not. You don't want to start him in that league. Hell no.
Facts. Okay. Okay.
We got a deeper league.
You think he would be more appeal to me sending like a CD and one of the tight ends?
He needs a tight end, which is perfect because you definitely got a tight end to give away. So you giving him Cade or Bowers? Preferably Cade, but depending on the running back, you might need a little bit more name value. Which running backs? Because I don't think you need to give him a receiver.
Okay. Okay.
He probably wants to replace Chubb. If he's got Mooney and Justin Jefferson and who?
Who else you got on there? Zay Flowers.
Yeah, so he needs a running back. So you can give him out of Montgomery. You probably like Montgomery the least, or like H&A's. I know you like that Josh Jacob the least.
Low key. I don't know why I got an attachment to Montgomery, but he might be the best one because he don't got that like crazy, bust potential like an A-Chain or like Brown can go off for crazy numbers.
I feel you. Montgomery's consistent, and Josh Jacobs just don't get touchdowns for whatever reason. That should be pissing me off. He'll have like 100 yards and 0 touchdowns.
Thanks.
So shoot him eight. I'll say shoot him A-Chain. That's perfect. A-Chain and Bowers for Justin Jefferson and see what he said. If you say no, you can up the price, but I think
Ooh boy, yeah, this gonna be.
it's gonna be cutting it close. He might feel a little disrespected, but I feel like
What about
you really cooking with grease if you find a way to put Justin and Lamb with Wilson.
that
And
is?
I would put Wilson in there before Lamb because I just know Lamb is gonna have 14 target games, bruh.
Facts. Okay. So I'm gonna go Bowers for sure.
Ooh. What were you about to say? Because I just had an idea, man. Because you could be cooking, bro. You have that. If you have A Chain, Jacobs, and Montgomery starting going into the playoffs, it's like your triple threat, and then you just have your two receivers. You might
Yeah.
just be send Wilson ass out. Fuck it.
Sam Wilson.
Who was your third receiver?
Um, so I got Marv, Jennings, and Tillman.
Okay, so basically your two starters is Lamb and Wilson.
Yeah.
And we have the potential to put Justin Jefferson with one of those niggas.
Yeah.
I like that better than getting rid of the running backs because running backs are like a foundation piece. They get a certain number of carries every game, you know?
Thanks. I think that'll be good too, since he losing a receiver. He gonna be like, yeah, I mean, you gotta send me something in return. So all right. That Garrett and Bowers might work. It might work, man.
I like that. Garrett and Bowers for Justin, you're not losing anything, bro, because you're starting Kittle and you have Cade as backup. You're just upgrading Wilson to Justin Jefferson.
I might see if I can see if he'll take Cade first.
Cade,
He might be disrespected, but Cade then went off for 20 points twice,
like,
8 last week.
8 last week. Man, send Cade, bro. Yeah, because if you're giving him Wilson, Wilson and Cade, keep Bowers. And that'll be a trade piece because you might be able to package Bowers in A Chain and just upgrade a running back. Like, well, then you still need a backup just in case Kittle get injured. But yeah, that's smooth. That's smooth. You could
See,
package one of the receivers with one of the running backs to try to upgrade though later on. But like, yeah, go ahead and knock this trade out first.
let's see what happened, bro. I sent it to him.
All right, bet. Let's go ahead and start. Let's go ahead and get this cooking because main event should be coming in a little second.
Damn, what the hell?
Yeah, my shit just turned out.
My TV acting retarded now.
Yeah, they fighting. They in the third round. Third round.
The ladies in the third round.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, man. So let's go ahead and start this out. We're making a power ranking of the top 10 NFL teams right now. I don't know what week we're in. We're in what week? 9, week 10,
Or 11.
11, week 11. All right, bet. All right, man. So go ahead. What's the number one team in the NFL?
You gonna hate this.
You know
You
what
gonna
I want.
hate this, but it's the Chiefs, man. It's the
No,
Chiefs.
no, no. I have them number one too.
Okay. Look, my reasoning, bro, defending champs, and the best thing on their team is the defense. Honestly. And we already know what Mahomes can do. Now he got D Hop. Like, come on. It's insane. They might three-peat for real this time. All the other teams like behind them have some like defensive questions, and I don't have to worry about that with KC. So that's number one.
That initial question comes up because I see why you thought I wouldn't like it. Because when you have looked at Casey on the field this year, they haven't looked great. They've looked good and flawed, but you know what I'm saying? They find a way to win. That's been the thing this year. But once you add D Hop to the mix and see how that opens up the passing game, you see the defense. They got boys all over the field. They got that who the running back they got back? Kareem Hunt.
Yep.
It's like it doesn't even feel fair at this point. And then they got back to back championships, Mike 3P. They're number one.
Yep. For sure. All right, what you got at number 2, man?
At number 2, where's my list? What happened to my list? Oh, okay. But at number 2, I have the Detroit Lions out of the NFC. They're not my Super Bowl pick for this year. I think we did that at the beginning of the year. But why do I have them there? They lost Aiden Hutchinson in the defense still looks excellent. DJ Reader, Ali McNeil on that defensive line. Them boys look good. The offensive line is ridiculous. They can run the ball on anybody. Jared Goff, still Jared Goff. He has his games where he be pissing me off, bro. Because it's like, dude, like, why do you like act like this when anybody touches you? So he's a little soft. It throws me off sometimes, but they just are such a well-oiled team on both sides of the ball. They remind me of what the 49ers have been for the past 5 years, just an elite team around a average quarterback, sometimes above average when everything's working right. So they look like one of those Super Bowl. They look like one of those Super Bowl content, like make it to the Super Bowl but lose teams that Goff has been a part of a couple times now, like with the Rams. So the team around him is elite, and it feels like he's going to lose in the big game. But
That's unfortunate for him, but
yeah. So yeah, they're so complete though. I felt like I needed to put them at number 2.
I like that. I like that for sure. I would hate for Goff to lose it, but when it come down to that last game, it's like the best quarterback. And if Mahomes is going against you, no, sir, it ain't happening. I don't care what you got on your team. So let me go on to number 3. And there's a lot of teams that is vowing for that spot, but the MVP with the Ravens is just he's unbelievable this season. I really hope it's his year. Looks like the Chiefs, the writing's on the wall kind of already. But look, the Ravens, their defense can turn it on potentially at any time. They don't look great right now, but you know the talent is there. So that's why, like, out of all the other teams, you know, you got Buffalo. Eagles, the defense looks kind of good too, but like I already know, I got some elite talent. Roquan Smith, Kyle Hamilton, Van Noy, dudes that can make a play at any time. Marlon Humphreys as well. So that's my number 3.
Hey, we 3 for 3 now because I had them 3 on mine too. So I guess we on the same page for sure, y'all. So we both made our own list and they lining up so far. This is where it gets hard though. At 4, I'm doing number 4. I got the Buffalo Bills.
Bad.
Not bad pick. All right. So Buffalo Bills have an underrated defense. They've actually played really well this year. This is after they've had a lot of injuries in the past, but they figured it out and they're cooking, man. They have Mari Cooper now. They have James Cook. They have Dalton Kincaid, Khalil Shakir, and they got Josh Allen, man. Top 3 quarterback in the league, if you ask me.
Thanks.
MVP in the conversation every year. And what can I say, bro? He's a dog. Honestly, if they was in the NFC, I probably have him at 2 because I think the best teams are in the AFC right now, and the best quarterbacks are definitely in the AFC. So, Josh Allen and the Bills, I got them at 4.
Man, I ain't mad at that at all because, like, when we go down to the top 4 teams that we went through already, we got good defenses, and then we got the top quarterbacks. I think Allen and Lamar are the top 2 right now.
Uh-huh.
And like you can't bet against those 2 guys. They're just so elite, and the defenses are good enough to compensate. So I like that too.
I like
Now,
that.
now we gonna get real sticky now, bro.
It's starting to get hard now. It's starting to get hard. This is where we could go in different directions.
It's getting sticky, man. But look,
I got a feeling on where you went with this next one, but I'm gonna let you cook. I'm gonna let you cook.
oh, you gonna rock with this? But look, my number 5 is gonna be the Steelers, bro.
I knew it. I like that boy loves some Mike Tomlin. That boy
Yep.
loves Mike Tomlin, man.
Bro, he got a competent quarterback.
I got you.
He got an elite defense as always, and he doesn't mess up as a coach. We know his team is gonna be disciplined. They're gonna do their job, and they're gonna execute at a high level. What more can I say? What more can I say, man? He's consistent. So I'm gonna have him at 5, man.
Got you. Um, I am going to do number six, or
Okay.
yeah, number six. At five, well, at six, mine is was going to be the Steelers, but I'm gonna go back up to my number five and bring them on down, and
Okay.
it's the Eagles. And it
Okay.
was hard for me to go between the Eagles and the Steelers because they're two teams that have great rosters. I like the coaching from the Steelers much better. I trust the coaching more, but I think the upside with where I think the Eagles could be come playoff time is higher. I think right now, if they face each other, though, I couldn't pick because both of them are playing well. Both of them have some elite players. They have similar quarterbacks, in my opinion, too. I feel like Jalen Hurts has a lot of similarities to a young Russ, athletic, um, stockier quarterbacks who like to throw the deep ball. Um, the reason though I'm going with the Eagles is I think that offensive line combined with Barkley is more, and then you have the threat of AJ Brown over the top. It's just a lethal combo. I think it's just there's not much you can do about that. And then you got Devontae cutting across the middle. It's like there's just a lot of problems. Dallas Goder, however you say his name, that boy's a problem too. And I think the defense of the Eagles is starting to get underrated because that boy Quinn Mitchell is locking shit up.
Yo, when I was watching the game yesterday, I was like, yo, McLaurin ain't got a target.
No, they not playing with that boy. They not playing with him, Trent.
I
And
was
that Cooper DeJean white boy, he like that too. Like and he's stockier, so he don't mind tackling and getting dirty either. And they got some other dudes. Darius Slay, he a little older. He's still savvy in the back. They got Reed Blankenship. They got
Yep.
this dude, Sidney Brown. Like they DB unit is quietly stacked up.
Gardner Johnson came back.
Gardner Johnson came back. I'm like, that's a lot of dogs back there. Well, I'm
Yeah,
like, hold on, nah. And then you got them Georgia boys up front, Kobe Dean, Jordan Davis. What's my boy that
Carter playing now for real. Carter playing.
Carter? I'm like, yo, they
Yeah.
foul on offense. If that defense start to look nasty, that's a problem. Not to go to the Steelers though, what almost made me put the Steelers above them though is that TJ Watt is not the one to play with. You don't play with TJ. You don't
Nah.
play with that Steelers front seven. You don't play with them boys. You leave them alone. Ask them to chill. And then they got Najee looking decent. And what's the other
Oh,
running back? Um,
uh, Warren looking good. They
got
looking like a
a
good combo.
Yeah, they got a solid run game, and then Pickens is NBA young boy. He a little crazy in the head, but he like that. I just I think what made me go with the Eagles at and they're at six. They're at six in our power rankings. What made me like the Eagles so much is that I think as a coach, if I'm going into that next week, that Eagles combo of Saquon and AJ Brown scares me. I'm like,
Yeah.
we really ain't got no answer for that. We ain't got no answer for that one.
They the
So
best. They the best two. I think what running back receiver duo right now. I think like watching Saquon go hit his head on the goalpost twice last night. I was like, just from I don't know if he was like 40 yards out, but it's just like, bro, they got such game breaker ability. It's scary, bro.
it's scary. So at six, we got the Philadelphia Eagles, and I got my eyes on them boys. Who we got at seven though?
Now this is where it get real shaky, dog.
It does.
For
It can literally be like six, seven teams.
it's so scary right now. I don't even know. But what I'm gonna have to go with, I'm tempted to go with another team.
This is
But
hard.
yeah, this rough. It's tougher than I think. But I'm gonna go with the Chargers.
Mm,
That's because I think they got a sneaky good defense. Well, I think they rated a lot higher, but nobody talking about them.
yeah,
So we got that situation. Justin Herbert is quietly just playing good under the radar. And you got a good run game. JK came from the dead, bro. I'm kind of sad I ain't take a swing on him and draft him for fantasy. That boy is having a good year. And Harbaugh, he been here before. So I think they number 7 for me.
You see what happens when you marry good coaching with a talented quarterback and a solid roster. Because I don't think the roster is crazy talented anymore because a lot of those guys are old. But I think the coaching, I feel like they're doing the simple things. Like you got a coach in there that's like, yo, if we do anything else, we're gonna play good defense and we're gonna run the football. And that set up Herb to like start going crazy because he low-key been going off these past 3-4 weeks.
Hmm.
I'm glad you chose the Chargers because at number 8, I had a trouble between the Chargers and this team. And I'm glad you chose the Chargers because now that we're talking about it, I think the Chargers have played better. And I think the other team looks better, but recently hasn't played as well. And my number 8 team is the Packers.
Okay.
I think the Packers are more hype coming into the year, and I still think they are a team to watch out for come playoff time. I think obviously they got a bunch of different receivers. They got Josh Jacobs back there doing work. And that defense has been pretty good. My boy Xavier McKinney, shout out the Alabama boys, has been going crazy. And then they got Jair. I just think the Chargers lately, the past 3 weeks, have played better. So at 8, I still think the Packers deserve that 8 spot. Um, and they got it over a team that I feel like should be over both these teams, but have not played like it. And I'm gonna get to them in a second. But go ahead, give me 9.
9 is the team that I think you're talking about. I'm gonna go with Houston here.
Facts. We on the same page.
Stroud has been disappointing me all year.
All right.
Now he lost Nico, he lost Diggs. Tank, he's not a number 1 guy. Tank is good, but we know he's not number 1. Maybe he can be, not right now.
Pretty small.
We got Mixon. He been running like crazy all year. He's supposed to be an old man. He's doing great. And the defense is
It's weird. It's
is
weird.
I'm trying to figure out. It's like I want to say good, but they not really good, but they good.
Talented, but they're not like playing like they have elite talent, but they're not playing elite. It's good at times, but never completely what you want to see. Like they never dominate, but like they do enough. And you wonder if it's coaching, you wonder if it's personnel. You don't really know why they're not killing. And it's the same thing with the offense because CJ has been disappointing, but when you watch it, he's still doing amazing stuff. Like one person brought up, like they convert more 3rd and longs than any other team. CJ's, but it's like, why are y'all always on 3rd and long? Why are y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like, why isn't y'all scheming up some stuff to get y'all first down on first, or on second?
Yeah.
So I think there's a coaching issue. I don't know, and I know, and I don't want to put it all on the head coach because I think the offensive coordinator might need some changing. I don't know, but also head coach defense is supposed to be your bread and butter, and the defense it just doesn't feel like you're getting enough out of this level of talent y'all got because y'all got dogs on defense. Y'all got Will. Y'all got my boy, the defensive back from LSU. Y'all drafted or y'all traded for Daniil Hunter from the Vikings. Y'all got guys.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm with you. We on the same page. Houston, Texas are weird. It's kind of hard to figure them out right now.
Man, we own it, bro. Who you got for 10, bro?
For 10, this is another hard one. After we do 10, we can do some honorable mentions. I'm gonna go with the Commanders at 10. I'm doing this reluctantly because I honestly think if they played my 11 team, they would lose.
Mm.
But I have to acknowledge Jaden Daniels has played well this year. I think the scheme has lended itself to give him opportunities to adjust to the NFL well. And you're gonna think I'm hating. I still have my hangups with Jaden Daniels. I'm not on the bandwagon that he's this superstar. I think he's gonna be a good quarterback. Um, I just don't know if he's a superstar to me. But that's another go. The team right now, as it is, has been better on defense than I think any of us expected coming into the year. They got weapons and they've been scoring. Like they've been scoring consistently. So I think they've earned the number 10 spot, but I don't my heart's not in it.
I mean, a lot of these teams at this spot are weird, man. It's like you got Atlanta, it's like
I'm not putting them. I'm not putting because after what they did last week against some Saints, no, I'm not
that's
doing it.
that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, y'all supposed to have y'all added so much talent to the defense. What is happening with that? The offense loaded with talent.
And the offense is good, but it's like y'all should be cooking.
Yeah,
If y'all not cooking, I'm about to start asking for Michael Penix because Cousins isn't bad, but it's obvious he's limited.
yeah, yeah. To open up the offense some more, but it's like it can be done because you got the Lions offense, you got a quarterback like Goff, and
Yeah.
they use their running backs how they should be used. You got two running backs that can be in the game. Tyler Algier does not make it look pretty like Montgomery, but he is a great runner. He's consistent if you give him enough carries. Bijan is a lightning rod. Line him up at receiver every now and then.
Um,
Move him around on some sweeps.
why nobody
Get
use pistol or two back no more? Is that just me? Nobody uses those.
I
Like you
don't
gotta
know.
go on Madden to use two back.
Yeah.
Nobody uses that.
So yeah, I get you on that. Like Atlanta's just weird. You got San Francisco, Denver looking better. You
Yeah.
got Joe Burrow going crazy, but his defense so trash.
That was the team. So I am a heart of hearts. If I had to put, if you were like, Jordan, I got $10,000 for you, but you gotta bet it on this Bengals Commanders game to get it, and your team gotta win. I'm choosing the Bengals.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's why I was like, but I can't pick the Bengals because I think they got a losing record right now, and their defense is garbage. But I would definitely pick them against the Commanders. So that was why I was like torn.
If there was a play-in game and it was the Bengals versus Washington, Arizona, Atlanta, maybe even Houston, San Francisco, Denver, I'm probably taking the Bengals on
Bengals
all
at
them.
fuck it. Bengals at 10. I
Yeah,
don't give a damn. Yeah, Bengals at 10.
yeah, yeah. So I think it really comes down to like, is your team, does they have a complete team
Yeah,
or a quarterback that's just
yeah.
when time comes, he gonna go off, and then some talent outside of that. There's just like, hey, the offense is unstoppable, but yeah, their defense is terrible.
They got the Bengals got dog factor. At the end of the day, there's times when Jamar Chase is like running. You know that like that 60 yarder that he had where he started walking before he went in on the Ravens. The
Mm-hmm.
field looks small sometimes when he's running. Like it looks like a little basketball court. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like it don't look like the field is that big sometimes, or he be so dominant and running through like it's easy. Where I'm like, dang, that does don't look hard for him.
yeah, bro. And he just be running away from people, and it's like, is it supposed to be that easy? Like he'll catch the ball on the hash, and he taking it all the way to the other hash for a touchdown.
It don't look hard. It's
Get
like
past all them dudes
I got the
going
same.
diagonal. I don't know, bro.
Who said we could play on rookie mode this game? Because normally we play on Hall of Fame. Yeah, bro. So they got the dog factor, man. They at 10 because of that.
And they bringing Higgins back, so
They
that's
better
scary.
pay them boys. They better not pull a Giants, man, and just pay the quarterback. They kill me with that, bro. Like, and that's why I think I'm so cute. Joe Burrow is elite. Don't get me wrong. But Joe Burrow is not Joe Burrow without them dogs with him, bro. Like he gon' like y'all gonna feel it, bro. If y'all do not keep Chase and Higgins, especially Chase, man. You know they
Yeah.
haven't paid either one of them long-term contracts, which is crazy to me.
I think they'll probably let Higgins go. There's no way you can let go of Jamar though. There's no way.
There's no way you can let go of Jamar. Losing Higgins though is gonna hurt, though. Like it's gonna take them out of the conversation. They're not gonna be there with the Bills and the Chiefs and the Ravens without both of them.
Yeah, they need them both, but I just feel like you're gonna miss 6 games possibly with Higgins. So it's like,
I feel it. I feel like he's not. My thing is though, and I know he had some injury problems before this. I feel like this year he like y'all not even paying me like my money
yeah,
guaranteed on that franchise tag, boy. Like,
somebody gonna pay him.
yeah, somebody gonna pay him, and I'm like, my thing is, especially if we got a losing record. I'm not saying I'm like, but I'm not. If I got a little, my ankle feel tweaked, I'm not rushing to get out there for y'all. Hell no.
Fact.
Y'all, I seen what y'all did to Saquon. Y'all. That bothers me every day. Like, there be times at work where I'll be thinking about the Giants gave Daniel Jones $40 million a year and told Saquon he couldn't have 13.
Yeah. And now y'all gonna be drafting a quarterback anyway. So you should have just give Daniel Jones half of that if you want to keep him, or just find somebody.
What Trent? He sucks. I
He is.
saw my boy. What's the black quarterback? That came in for a couple games last year. The one that was he got his lung punctured when he was on the Chargers.
Oh, Tyrod. Yeah, yeah.
I saw Tyrod come in and look better than Daniel Jones. He's not good.
He is trash.
He's
So
trash.
yeah,
Like, what are we watching? I don't like what like I don't even watch a lot of Giants games. It baffles me that niggas that watch them consistently in person and on tape come into the facility every day and in the off season are like, yeah, we're gonna keep him. Yeah, we're gonna pay him more money. That is crazy to me. That is insanity.
yeah, he is trash. They didn't need to pay him. Saquon should have got paid. Then they could have drafted a good quarterback. There's several coming out right now. You got Malik Neighbors. They'll be set for the future. But
But
hey,
no,
man.
they've done the same thing they've been done. They had Odell come in and Odell leave. They had Saquon come in and Saquon leave. They have another generational receiver and
He's
nothing around him. Nothing.
damn, man.
No quarterback, no offensive line, no running backs, no tight end. It's just Malik Neighbors and Darius Slayton, who's still actually good. I will say that Darius Slayton, if you hear this, bro, get off of the Giants, bro. They don't even respect you, bro. You've been a decent like wide receiver 2, 3 for a while now.
Facts. That is true.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's like if a quarterback come into that situation, they actually in a pretty decent position, but Daniel Jones just sucks, you know.
Sucks, bro. But like my thing is, if you're a quarterback going there, you just got to be like cautious of like that staff, because I just don't trust that office, bro. After what they've been doing, but I feel it, man.
Well, they gonna pay their white quarterback, bro. So you know,
That's true, bro. They wanted to make that decision right so badly, bro. Because even when they picked it, bro, we was like Daniel Jones had 6. Nigga that played at Duke. What was one of
Duke, we drafting quarterbacks from Duke in the first
Duke?
round.
Duke. All right, bro. Hey, I think that Drake May kid might be pretty good, man.
Hey, bro, real talk.
He might be pretty good.
That white boy might be actually decent.
My white boy might be decent, bro. He might be
Hey.
decent. I ain't gonna give it to him yet, though. I'm the opposite. If you a white quarterback, you got to prove it to me for like 5 years before I trust it. That's why I'm treating Joe Burrow like that.
Facts.
Which I was
Yeah,
reverse racism.
yeah, but he better than Caleb Williams right now. That's all we can say for sure.
I feel
Yeah,
bad for Caleb Williams.
Way less talent.
That man, Caleb Williams, getting tackled every damn time he touched the football.
Yeah.
I can't
But-
tell if he's bad though, but we did have that little stigma about him coming in. I can't tell if it's him though because the coaching's so bad. I don't know why the Bears still got their head coach either. He trash.
They need to clear house, but I don't know, bro.
We'll see. But all right, man. Let's go ahead wrap this one up. Get on.
Yes.
Pull up this stream real quick before the main event starts.
What round is yours on? Because I'm on 5 on Netflix. I feel like they turned the time back.
I just closed it because it started glitching. Let me pull it back up. Hold on. Wait a minute. All
Oh,
right, like, share, and comment, y'all. All in audio, all in, all out. You got anything, Trent?
Hey, I ain't got nothing else. All in.
Sir.